All right. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Hope you guys are doing well. Yes, sir. Said cold in the H. Oh my goodness, it's cold in the A, man. I'm man, I'm from Chicago, bro. And I absolutely was like, wow, this is cold. Man, I was like, is my heat working? Like, like I knew it was a little chilly outside, but man, is my heat working? And man, it was working. Shut one door and you got to shut all the doors, but the middle of the house was so cold because man, I don't even know what the temperature is in Texas. Anyway, it's cold, man. It's not cold, but it's cold enough. Cadillac 634, what's going on, man? How you feeling, brother? My man, double zeros in the building. What's good? Ernie V, what's happening with you? Auntie Black Cherry, what's happening? Vlad's dad, what's going on? Wayne Jones, what's good? Patrick Gordon in the building. Rick Timms, what's up, man? He said, I just tried to make my daily morning run with that 17-degree wind with no gloves, and my hands froze. Ooh-wee. Gotta love this football hitting weather. Oh, man. Hey, what's going on? Christopher Brown, Brock Howard, Lamar Jones, and Black Fonz, what's good? And to my man, Stone Alone, top of the morning for 9 in the chat. It is cold as H in Dallas, 10 degrees. What a great show yesterday. Happy holidays to all. Yeah, bro, a great video. They got demonetized. Man, them trolls be on me, man. Them trolls be trying to get me demonetized all the time. Man, it got me yesterday. Got that video yesterday, though. That's all right, man. We keep it pushing today, brother. Thank you so much for that support, brother, in the super chat, man. It means a ton. Thank you, man. Thank you for keeping the channel pushing, brother. How are you? But I hope you're doing well. Yeah, it's cold out there, man. Oh, is anybody else's heater sound like it's crying to give it a break? Hey, man, I don't know what's going on around here, man. But at least it's not snowing. I remember like the winter before last, it was like a blizzard. OG the Don, what's going on, man? Mr. Rodriguez, what's happening? Platinum Alkaline Water, always good to see you. Big Block, Mark W in the building. Stir a Whirl, what's happening? Keith Perry, what's going on, man? Yeah, it's cold in Texas. Dark Truth in the building. Don Trey Thomas, what's happening? Mark Booker in the building. Shez Jason, Check Jason in the building. What's good? T Orlando, why did it get demonetized? Cussing or something? Somebody probably said some type of cussing. Somebody complained about it, probably something like that. I don't know. Somebody tried to get a flag for something. You know what it is. You don't know, but it's going to get monetized again. It just doesn't make a difference on videos like that. If it gets demonetized right away, you're not going to make any money. Just doesn't, because you can put it back up, but it is. I mean, they'll change it back to being monetized when you appeal it, but it doesn't make any difference because you've already missed all your chance. It's probably Rachel that said that. I don't remember that was today or yesterday. You used GD. You said GD, said the GD on there. Turning in to see who you're going to piss off today. You have had me in my feelings You've had me in my feelings a couple times. Look, man, there's this new thing. Okay, let me tell you what the new gimmick is. The new bot Autobot complaint. It used to be like, let me give you different examples. Oh, it's clickbait. You clickbait, right? Because some channel complained about clickbaiting to their subscribers. So they run around calling every video clickbait. Like, all right, whenever this dude gets off of complaining about clickbait, then whoever watches him will stop bugging me with all that clickbait crap. Because I don't clickbait. But whatever. So you just got to hear that a million times. Another one was, they say everything but fight. They say everything but fight. You guys say, yeah, Errol, Gervonta says everything but fight. Everything you guys saying everything but fight. That buzzword, that little buzz phrase or whatever, keeps going. Yeah. So now it's this one. You're obsessed with Bud. You're obsessed with Bud. Look, man, please stop talking about Bud. I don't want you talking about Bud. And then watch this. As soon as I do another video, as soon as I check what videos, what videos they've commented on, they only comment on Bud videos. And then I do a video about what did I do the video about yesterday? Oh, Floyd and Gervonta. And then they don't watch the video. So it's like, hold on, brother, you don't want me to make the video, but you don't watch any videos. You don't watch any videos and don't have anything to do with them. It's like, oh, okay, you're a bot. This is the let's try to save Bud. Let's try to save Bud by nagging and filling the comment section up of channels that of videos about him, complaining about you talking about him. Look, man. So anyway, man, yeah, that's the thing, man. That's the new buzzword. That which is, gives me a little bit of a headache, bro, and makes me not have to but I'll get rid of the headache by not reading the comments for a little while. Hey, what's up for 9 in the chat? What's going on, Trash Talk Gaming? I'm chilling, brother. Where to go? Where to go? How you feeling, man? Much love in that super chat. How you feeling, bro? Hold on one second. Thank you for that support, bro. It means a lot. Thank you. Hold on one second. Oh, that's what's up. I'm glad you're doing well, man. Yeah, myself as well, except for my family's out of town, and I always am a little bit of a danger zone when my family's not around. Always a little bit of a danger zone for me when my family's not around. I get sad and I get bored. And a combination of sad and bored usually means, what's up for non dropping some psychic squids this morning? That's what's up, Adrian Vent. You know what it is. Drop them squids on their head, man. Showtime the guy. What's going on, man? Yeah. So anyway, so let's get into this, man. So they're not gonna Ray Stovall said Bud is a duck and it ain't worthy of the conversation. Nah, bro. He's definitely worthy of the conversation. Nah. There has to be a price to ducking, bro. Sorry. This con job that's going on, that mess, dog, no. You're manipulating boxing fans, bro. That and people count on that. They count on, just do it. They'll shut up eventually. No, they won't. I'm still calling Canelo Alvarez a duck. Canelo Alvarez's reputation as a duck has grown greatly. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm not going to leave that alone. No. You talked about it for 6 months. You talked smack for 6 months. You talk smack for 6 months. You can get smack talked about you for 12. That's my book. For him says sad and bored equals dumbish. Oh my God, it does, man. Oh my God, it does, man. It equals dumb stuff for sure. You know what I mean? Hey, said, hey, Fanon, if you get bored, rewatch Tank knocking out Rolly. Hey, man, I'm going to clean the house or something, man. I think I'm going to mop the floors. You know what I mean? I think I'll mop the floors or something. Something like that. But yeah, man, when my family's not around, wife's not around, my kids are not around, it's a whole lot of my day that is no longer occupied. It's part of my day that's no longer occupied. So you figure out something to fill the space. And I don't like watching TV. I can watch animal shows though. You know what I mean? I can sit and watch, but I've literally watched every animal show that is on Netflix. I've watched every animal show on Netflix, HBO Max. Maybe I haven't checked Hulu yet. See if maybe I'll go through Hulu. But it's those platforms are getting funny because they're showing the same shows. You know what I mean? It's like it's getting dysfunctional. Anyway, if you want to hear a good convo, though, they can just leave. What's good, Fanon? Oh, if you don't want to hear the good conversation, they can just leave. What up, Fanon? Yeah, pretty much, man. I gotta give some props out this morning. I do. I donated the money that was donated to me to the Rise podcast last night. I gotta say that. And so you know, if you saw me out there in the super chats, it was y'all super chatting another channel. So I forewent the proceeds of yesterday's live stream, and I went and I supported the Rise podcast last night. Make sure y'all support the Rise podcast, man. There's really good boxing talk over there, man. We wanted to pop on for now. What are you talking about, Jeff? I'm good, man. What's good with you, Jeff? What do you mean you want to pop on, man? Patrick Bellenville, some morning for 9 in the chat. Please hit that like button in your way. And yeah, man, hit that like button, man. But anyway, so look, we'll get the Jermell Charlo versus Errol Spence Jr. fight before we get any type of fight with Terence Crawford. And I mean it. Like, so we would be better off trying to pressure Jermell Charlo to fight Errol Spence once he gets past his mandatory shot. So we can go to strap season part 2. And we can see a good fight that we want to see. Because I keep hearing all this stuff about Errol and Jaron Ennis. No. I am telling you, you can say what you want. You can be like, Fanon wants Errol to duck Jaron. I do not want him to duck him. But if they fight, I want it to be for everything. I want it to everything. David Williams said, if you are bored when the family is not around, this means you are the troublemaker of the house. I could be wrong. I am. Without a doubt. I'm always going on, knocking on my son's door, saying something stupid to him. My daughter's home from college, so, I'll, say something to her, ask her a bunch of questions, get on her nerves. I'll go bug my wife when she's working. Yeah, I do all of that stuff. But I just really love my family, honestly. I love my family. You know what I mean? I love my family, and I would rather spend time. I'd rather spend time with my family. Thanks, Fanon. The Rise podcast. We love the kids over here. That's what's up, man. Yeah, man. Go support them dudes, man. There was also, I listened to some, because like I said, because my family wasn't here, I listened to some live streams last night. I could do it. Also, got to give a shout out to Knockout. God dog, is it Knockout TV 86? Also really enjoyed that conversation, man, a lot. Very logical dude. Very logical dude. Definitely somebody that you guys should check out on a regular basis. Big old panel. Panels are hard for me to listen to. But anyway, really, really good shows I listened to tonight. Don't be bored. Keep your knee on Bud's neck. Maybe he will fight next. Hey, man, I'm going to keep my knee. I'm going to do it. It's the end of the year, man. What else? There ain't no fights taking place at the end of the year. But anyway, no, man, we're going to get, just like Fahim said, Errol ain't a duck. Boots ain't done enough. Hey, look, let me tell you something. Boots has done enough to deserve a championship shot. He has. He's done enough to deserve it. David Williams said, as you should, Fanon, family is a beautiful thing. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's a very good channel, man. I enjoyed that. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it because it makes sense. And they stay on code. The only code is this, and I mean this. They stayed on code. I know, brother. I know, bro. Oh, no, I didn't know you're being sarcastic. Okay, yeah, he's done enough because he's done enough, man, for sure. He's one of the he's the third, at the least the third best welterweight. He's done enough to get a shot. He got 28 fights. He's ranked in the top 3. It's Coach Squeeze, because I always think it's senior. Shout out to Coach Squeeze. All kind of gongs for Coach Squeeze. Shout out to Coach Squeeze. Yes, sir. Shout out to Coach Squeeze over there on the Rise podcast. Absolutely. I'll get by that. I got to get by that gym one day when I'm in Baltimore. I don't know when I'll be. Yeah, I mean, like, yeah, man's 29-0. He's 30-0. Got dog. How long what he got to do? You know what I'm saying? What he got to do to get a shot? He absolutely deserves a shot, bro. Lord Golden said, best channel in boxing. Hey, man, we trying, man. That's all I can say, man. All I can say is we trying. We trying to do it. You know what I mean? Even if Boots hasn't done enough, Bud is a unified duck. He is a unified duck. He ain't ducked him yet, though. They ain't ducked him yet. However, he's a one belt duck. He's just a duck. He's just a duck. He's not a unified duck yet. What do you call it? He's not a paddle yet. He ain't got multiple ducks under his record. He's only really got one duck. You know what I mean? What's going on, Kamal Oz? How you feeling, brother? Hope you're doing well, man. Hope you're doing well. Fahim Sator says Boots is probably the best, but since Bud got heart issues, I guess we will never know. Look, man, This is my thing. This is my Coach Squeeze. What's up, Coach Squeeze? Big shout out to Coach Squeeze. Here's my thing. If Errol fights Bud, I want to. When Errol fights Jerron Ennis, I want to be for everything. I wanted to be for everything. Because if Jerron, say for example, let's just go with the possibilities, and say that I see you, Fahim, and say that Terence Crawford, that say Jerron beats Errol, right? And now he's a 3-belt holder, and Terence Crawford is the WBO. You're not going to get that fight. You know why you're not going to get that fight? You're not going to get that fight because Terence Crawford is going to want to be the A side. Right? He's going to want to be the A side. He's going to want $1 zillion for it. That's a $30 million fight. He ain't done enough. I told you Errol was overrated. He's not going to fight Jerron. He's not going to fight Jerron. If he won't fight Errol, there's no reason to believe that he's going to fight Jerron. He's just going to say, yeah, nah, you know, that all that means is Errol was exposed. All this pressure to fight Errol, dog, he ain't going to fight Jerron. That's my personal belief. So, no. If Errol beats Jerron, what difference is it going to make? Because Errol won't fight, because Terence won't fight him now anyway. What difference does it make? Because it's a UK fighter and a Ukrainian fighter, AB. Because it is a Ukrainian fighter and a British fighter. That's why there's no big demand for it. Tell me a fight where there's a big demand for a British fighter to fight anybody. Y'all don't like me saying that, but it's the truth. You tell me a British fighter where there's a big man demand for him to fight anybody that's not American. Right? There is none. See, the media keeps pushing all of this global. It's global. Man, that crap ain't global. Everybody fights in the U.S. Stop acting like all the big fights, the vast majority of the big fights happen in the U.S. You can get a big crowd in Japan. You can get a big crowd in the U.K. But no, man, the big fights happen in the United States. That's just a fact, man. It's just a fact. There is nobody clamoring for anybody to fight a UK fighter. None. Unless the UK fighter has an American fighter that people are looking to see him fight. And that's just, you give me an example of that not being the case. Lord Golden said, Bud Crawford ruined boxing for half a year. Much love in that super chat, bro. And he's going to ruin another year if we keep asking for him to fight somebody. And he'll ruin another year. And he'll ruin us. And he'll ruin another year. So no. Have him fight Jerron. That's why I'm so don't like the fact that Jerron Ennis is fighting for the IBF interim title. I really wish that they would have him. Don't take that interim title. Because it's not, I don't care what they say, it's not going to get you that mandatory any quicker. All it's going to do is get you, all it's really going to get you is you to be able to complain about how long it's taking you to get that shot. And I maintain that. Like I have now read the IBF rules in enough detail to tell you that they have to order that fight before you're the mandatory. That is in the language. That is in the language. They have to order it. Then you're the mandatory. You're not the mandatory because you get the interim title. The only thing that you get is taken out of, the rankings for the WBO and the WBA and the WBC. I think that's what you're going to get for that title. You may get more money in your next fight though, because you're a title holder. So maybe there's some things related to how much money you can make because you're a champion. But, bro, I ain't buying the rest of that. I say go to the WBO because the WBO, he's got a mandatory due, and he ain't got nobody else to fight. Crawford is good, but he shouldn't be number one pound for pound fighting anesthesia. God body news. You know what that is, man. Come on, man. Hey, Mahari, what's going on, bro? Shout out, brother, to you, man. Shout out to Mahari Sports Podcast. Always good to see you, man. You true blue, man. Thank you. Thank you. Fanon said 12 rounds. Yes, the only fighter to be paid for overtime. By the way, the teachings, you always catch me. Blessings, you always catch me with a laugh. Hey, man, I ain't lying, dude. He gets paid for overtime. That's the only dude get paid for overtime. Writes in his contract, I need an extra $500,000 if I go over 10. Man, I'm telling you. So, yeah. So back to the question about why nobody's asking for that fight, because they're trying to sell foreign fighters to the U.S. and people ain't really buying it by and large, man. You know what I mean? It's just not a big deal. It's not a big deal. Name all the big fights. Where are they and who are in them? Only one that you can really tell me that may be something like that is Canelo Alvarez, Gennady Golovkin 1. Canelo and Gennady Golovkin. But there you got a Mexican that fights in America all the time. And you got an American. Not an American. And you got another guy from Russia or wherever, Kazakhstan. And he fights in America all the time. But even that was like, I think that was a little bit forced by oh shit. Hold on one second, man. Man, these dudes be coming to my lawn, man. Like, man, these dudes come by my lawn, man. It's like, what is going on here, man? Hey, Mino Rich, what's going on, man? I saw you last night, right? Did I see you last night, Mino Rich, over there on the Rise podcast? But yeah, man, let's get back to this. Chance to change. If not Spence versus Duck Crawford. Do not buy the fight. Stop buying fights. And since he don't want to give the fans what we want, look, you didn't buy the fight last time. And they just lied about people buying the fight. Man, bro, y'all, dog, stop. You got to stop that stuff, man. Look, man, ain't nobody buy that, dog. I mean, yeah, on the Rise. Yeah, man. Yeah. I saw you. Hey, G tatted up, said, my guy Fanon, steady spinning the block. That's why I've been spinning the block to your channel. You got a lot of these people pissed saying he's openly Errol biased. And so what if you are? F it. Hey, look, let me tell you something, man. Nah, I'm not biased. I am not unfair. I am not unfairly prejudiced to Terence Crawford. I'm not. There's nothing that I'm saying that is unfair to him. It's all true. It's all true. You just don't like it. And you want to blame me. You can't blame me for the truth. What do you want me to tell you? That I believe it? I don't. I'm being honest. Like, man, come on, man. The man said he didn't want the fight. He didn't take the fight. What? What was the last thing that I said about him? I ain't gonna lie. I will most definitely put a little extra. I'll put a little something on it now. Hey, Keaton Davis said, happy Friday. I appreciate all the knowledge. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you, man. Thank you for that support, bro. Look, man, much love in that super chat. And thank you to everybody that supports in the super chat and the Cash App. Keeps the channel pumping. Thank you. Look, man, I am not biased. I am not being unfair to Terence Crawford. I'm not being unfair to him. I'm looking at the facts and I'm telling you what I see. That is not bias. Because you don't agree with my decision, just because you don't agree with what I think, that doesn't make me biased. If you tell me that a guy says that he is making 10 million, that somebody paid you $10 million, but the state reports that your purse is 2, and I say, look, man, what makes more sense? Does it make sense that somebody that sells 5,000 pay-per-views or 15,000 pay-per-views or 120,000 pay-per-views or 150,000 pay-per-views, whatever it was, all of it means you're losing money? All of it. Why would somebody pay you that much money to lose that much money? Just doesn't make sense. Okay? If a man says he accepted an agreement and then he didn't accept it and he walks away, guess what? He didn't accept it. That's not bias. That's a fact. If you say, I accepted all his terms, you did, then why wasn't there a fight? Tell me how that's bias. Let's use that one example. Not that you say that I am, because I'm not. Dog, I'm going to tell you who I'm biased against. Dillian White. Dillian the dope fiend, doing dope, who don't know the meaning of water to know soap. Me, I will tell you who I'm biased against. I'm biased against Dillian White. And I will flat out tell you. And why am I biased against Dillian White? Because Dillian White was out there lying. I've been a mandatory for 600 days. No, you have not. You're a mandatory for 60 days, and then you got knocked out. Tammy, back in that super chat, bro. Hey, tried to send 50 chat. Couldn't send it, Cash App. What am I doing wrong? I lower chat go through. I have no idea. Tammy, though, I'm trying to tell you that's happened to me too. Sometimes you just got to do multiple. You know, if you want to do it, just do 2. Or you have to do 10. But you know, hey, bro, ma'am, excuse me, Tammy, I don't know. No, I think that's a male name. But I did get that when you did that Cash App the other day, brother. Thank you, sister. Thank you. Hold on one second. And yeah, that's yesterday. Cool. Damn it. It's so frustrating to have this stuff in my ear right next to me. People made fun of Floyd for not being able to read, but at least he can count. And Bud can't count. Oh, man. But he can't read. Like they can. Hey, Orlando. Now, you can appreciate this. How many people can read, but they really can't but they don't understand what they read? What good is it to be able to read if you don't understand what you're reading? No joke. There's a lot of people that can recognize letters and put sounds together, but have no clue what those words actually mean. You know what I mean? Hey, it's better to send bigger Cash Apps so Fanon gets more cash. That's true. However, at the same time, here's the thing. When you send it in the Cash App, it encourages other people. There's a trade-off with that. But whatever is the best. Some people want to have their stuff seen. God dang it. Hold on one second. I got to grab my dog, man. All right. Sorry about that. My dog is going to figure out that other door is open now. Yeah, it said most of my clients. Exactly. You know what I mean? Like they can read. Oh, they can't. Okay, I got that. No, I got that. Okay, that was yesterday. Cool. Yeah, exactly. People can recognize letters and sounds, but they don't know what they're reading. They think there's some different language. Oh, that's legalese, man. There ain't nothing legalese about it. Those are words that have a meaning. Read them. You know what I'm saying? Read them, pick up a dictionary, think about it, and work with it. Anyway, Ray Stovall, you just hold his scary self accountable for a duck, Fanon. Look, man, no joke. I am not biased. I'm going to maintain that, bro. You guys lying on me. You just see what it is, though, is it's just a personal attack. And anytime somebody's engaged in personal attacks against you, usually it's because, usually it is because they really can't defend them. They can't defend against anything that you actually say. So they close their ears and they do this. You're biased. You're biased. You're biased. You're biased. You're biased. You're biased. All you're doing is calling me names, bro, because you're not talking about what I said. You're talking about me. And you're not inside my head. You don't know whether or not I don't like that man or not. Only way you know if I don't like him is I said I didn't like him. Now, there are some channels that flat out don't like him. You know what I'm saying? And even then, the question is, are you telling the truth? Is your rationale, do you have sound rationale? And are you telling the truth? I mean, look, I'm not fair. I'm not unfair. That's not unfair. You cannot be biased in favor of the truth. You know why? Because it's not unfair. In order to have bias, you have to be unfair. It is the central part to bias. Having a preference is not a bias. Having an opinion is not a bias. In order to have a bias, you have to be unfair. You have to be unfairly prejudiced against something or for something. Like, for example, who am I going to give the job to? Am I going to give it to my son or am I going to give it to somebody I never met? Well, I'm going to give it to my son. Why? Because I'm going to be prejudiced in favor of my son unfairly because I'm not trying to be fair. I don't know you. That's my son. I'm going to do it for him. Why? Because he's my son. You're not. Call that unfair if you want or not. But the whole idea of it being fair and unfair is completely subjective. It's completely subjective. So anyway, the people that want to call me biased, though, you're just calling me a name. Is what I said true or is it not? And if we can agree on the facts, but you disagree with the conclusion, then what is your rationale for your conclusion? And what's the rationale for my conclusion? And anyway, you cut it. I am being fair. I didn't call Bud a duck until that man was well beyond any idea that he wasn't. It's well beyond that, man. Hey, Robin Soto, good to see you, brother. You encourage me, brother. You encourage me every day. Good morning, brother. I heard Edwin DeSantos wants to fight Shakur. That should be a good fight. Does Errol have a fight set up before Crawford? Yes, he definitely has a fight set up before Crawford. And that's going to be Keith Thurman. Much love in that super chat. That's going to be Keith Thurman. You remember the Keith Thurman that they tried to act like he was going to fight in December in order to set Errol up for a duck? You remember that? Like, man, I'm sorry. Some of the stuff that y'all say and y'all do just does not leave my head. And it's just going to be there, man. You know what I mean? Hey, much love in that super chat, Robin Soto. Thank you, brother. Thank you so much. Voice of God Boxing said, run, Terence Gump, run. Run, Forrest, run. I mean, look, man, I'm not putting that into anything in the ring. Name calling because you hurt their feelings. Yeah, that's pretty much what it is. If you can tell me why I'm being unfair, yeah, how am I being unfair? Oh, you don't like him because you talk about him too much. There's no reason to think I don't like somebody because I talk about him too. What do you mean I talk about him too much? I talk about him whenever I feel like talking about him. Fanon, I asked yesterday, but may I have missed your response? Besides your channel, of course, what other platforms would you suggest for good boxing content? I would suggest, Fight Hype. I would suggest Fight Hub. I would suggest Ellie Sethback, ES News. I would suggest YSM Sports Media. I would suggest Rise Podcast. I would obviously BFTB. I would say Yeah, those. Also, you know, you can get, there's a lot of good ones, man. Blue Blood is good. Definitely good. Boxing Ego is good. Dante's Boxing Nation is good. KO Knockout Boxing is good. A lot of guys are very good at what they do, man. Yeah, KO 86 TV are good. I mean, they're all good, man. They're all good. You know what I mean? They're all good. Chicken Talk, yeah, Chicken Talk for show. Chicken Talk for sure. Yeah, Champ Side's good. They're all good channels, man. All good channels. You don't have to agree with everything everybody says, but they're all good channels, man. They all put in the work. They all, so, I don't have to agree. I mean, look, man. Look, bro. Let me tell you something, man. I got to tell y'all something, man. This is why I said cats on code, okay? Tony in the building. What's going on, brother? Hold on one second, man. I'm going to call you Tony, so now I know it is. Tony in the building. Much love in that super chat, brother. Thank you. Look, man. First and foremost, everybody that I say stays on code. Everybody that I say, and they stay on this code. They don't mention the names of other channels and crap on them. That's my number one thing. If I will not watch a channel that will actually mention the name of another channel and start dogging them. To me, that's against my code. And let me tell you why I say that. I say that because, with the exception of some, I mean, I understand some. Some, if you diss somebody in one of these smaller channels and they say your name, it is what it is. Like some of these guys, don't get me wrong. Marty the Manager is a good dude. I like what I've seen from him. Also, Anger Man Podcast, good channels, but very, very good channels. I don't want to make anybody think that I'm dissing anybody because I'm not. Young Billionaire, all kind of good dudes. But here's my thing, and I want to be very, very clear about this, right? Very, very clear about this. You guys in the comment section say what you want, but a lot of these guys have kids, and they've got family that watch their videos, know that they have one, and their families, they have to actually hear what you say about them, and their families don't deserve that. Their families don't deserve that. You see what I'm saying? They're not using their personal names for a reason because they're trying to keep their family out of it. But when you do that, you basically give ammunition for people to talk bad to their family when their family's not even on YouTube. That's just a hard no for me. It's a hard no. You know what I mean? But you won't understand it until you get there, until you're actually outside and have somebody walk up to you and be like, hey, man, you're Fanon. Hey, nice to meet you. And you just be at a grocery store or something, at a gym or something. You know what I mean? And it's weird. The first couple times it happens, you're like, whoa, these guys, like, it's where the rubber hits the road. But so when you out there actually dissing people's their actual channel names and you're putting it on there, if somebody figures out, this dude's dad is on a YouTube channel, let me look it up. And they look it up and you got some dude out there saying all kind of crazy stuff about the dude's father or somebody's husband or somebody's son. Bro, that person doesn't deserve that just because he has a different boxing opinion than you do. They don't deserve that. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I'm not going to do that to them. I can disagree all day. But you're never going to hear that name come out of my mouth. And you're dang sure never going to see it on title of a video. So when their son or daughter pulls it up, they got to listen to me ranting about the dude and call him everything but a son of God. You know what I'm saying? So, but if somebody that isn't got a channel does that in the comment section, you that's okay. That's just what it is. You can expect that. But when you do that, and like I'm saying, is any of that worth that? You know what I'm saying? Is anything worth that? My son told me, my son is like, Dad, can you follow me on Twitter? My son asked me, walked up, say, look, man, Dad, will you do me a favor? Will you unfollow me on Twitter? It's like, why? He's like, look, man, there's a lot of weirdos, man. They know that you have a channel, and there's a lot of weirdos. If you would not mind, will you unfollow me? And I'm like, oh, Jesus. I was like, yeah, man, absolutely. Oh, yeah. And I went and I showed him that I unfollowed my son. So one of you freaking bozos won't do something to upset my son, who is a young man and ain't none of it, ain't got nothing to do with it. Because I think Terence Crawford ducked. That's why you're going to do videos and light off and call me everything but a son of God. Call me an Uncle Tom. Call me a this. Call me a that. When you got children, a wife, a mother, sisters, brothers, cousins, childhood friends, all that at a certain point in time will know what you're doing. And you really think that's cool to do? Just so you can get a couple of his subscribers over to you? So nah, bro, y'all think, no, I can disagree with whoever I want to disagree with. You're never going to hear their name out of my mouth. You're not. And you're definitely not going to see it in the title of a video. So because what you're doing when you put that in that title, you may not know it at this. What you're doing is you are literally putting that up there for somebody in their family to see. Nah, bro. And it's not all fair. And trust me, they will do it and they don't care. I literally did a video one time with my daughter. We were sitting there talking about Anthony Joshua. And my daughter argues about, she puts up better arguments than you all do. And this clown took a picture of my daughter, man. This dude took a picture of my daughter, put a video up in there and talked about pedophilia with a picture of my daughter because I said, oh, I love you, baby. I said, oh, baby, I love you. Man, this dude was like, are you serious? Nah, I just got demonetized for saying that word. But, dog, seriously, that's why I'm like, man, leave me alone about who you think is a good channel and not a good channel. All these guys do good work, man. They all get up in the morning or after they get off their job, they sit down and they talk boxing. They watch the boxing. They support boxing, all of that stuff. Hey, Trash Talk Gaming, you see right there is the place to say that. Right there is the place to say that. Not me. Not me. Not me. And you can say what you want about that dude. He doesn't do that. He doesn't do that. I've never seen him do it. And I greatly respect him for that. I've never seen him do that. Same thing with those other dudes. I've never seen him do it. Sneak dissing is better. It's better to sneak diss. You call it sneak diss. I'd rather you sneak diss me. Sneak diss me. No worries. I don't care. Sneak diss me. I prefer you sneak diss me. No doubt. Anyway, let me back up. I think I missed something, bro. But yeah, anyway, that's a side conversation, a very big side conversation. However, that's for YouTube content creators. There's no reason to do that, bro. Well, there's a reason to do it. You know what I mean? There's definitely a reason to do that. Chris Brooks in the building. There's a reason to do that. But you know what it is. I named you all a bunch of people that don't do that. And that is my number one criteria for you to be a good channel, is that. If you do, you may be a good channel and do that a couple times. But bro, trust me, if you keep doing that, your channel's never going to grow anyway. Because you're preferencing your growth on this guy or this young lady. It's not going to work, bro. It never works for any of them. You may get up to 20,000 subscribers and you're going to stop. Trust me. It's going to stop. And if you do, they're not going to watch all your videos. So you're going to do like 3,000. It's just never going to work for you, bro. And I don't think so. Hey, Chris Brooks said, thanks, good brother. Yeah, man. So don't think I'm dissing on these dudes. Those guys are all good channels. They are. They're good channels. Now, great channels, that's something different. I ain't gonna lie. I think BFTB is great at what BFTB does. That's my opinion. Now, of course, he cusses a lot. That's him, though. You know what I mean? That's how he expresses himself. But I think he is very, very good Very, very good. Scrapbook boxing is very, very good. You know? Anyway, did you watch Teofimo's rant calling out Regis? Nah, I ain't got no time for that, man. I don't listen to Teofimo Lopez Sr. Nah, bro. I see him, I don't watch him. You know what I'm saying? I don't even watch him. I got no time for those dudes. I like Teofimo Lopez. I like what Nonito Donaire said about Teofimo Lopez. Like, look, dude, that man thinks he already made it. You think you already made it and you're done. Because you can't go no higher. You've already made it. You're the king of the world. You can't get no better. If you tell yourself you can't get any better, you're not going to get any better. And there you go. I appreciate what he said, man. Did you hear Tank said he hurt Frank Martin in sparring? Nah, I did not hear him say that. Art Man the Great, what's going on, man? Nah, I did not hear him. Is that the real Art Man the Great? What's going on, bro? The Twitter kid, hey, dog. Hey, man. Y'all be having some classics over there, bro. Them Twitter wars be something. Them Twitter wars be something, bro. I didn't listen to that, bro. Yeah, he's able to play songs because he's not monetizing the video. That's how you can do that. He just doesn't monetize the video. Thank you for all you do. Thank you, OG. Avery 81st, man, anytime, any day. Thank you, brother. Thank y'all for the support, bro. I mean that, man. Thank you guys very much for the support. Thank you very much for the support. As far as, but anybody with what I do, let me tell you, bro, like, nah. And I mean that to bottom of my heart, bro. Nah. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. I heard Keyshawn Davis chin suspect. Look, Keyshawn Davis's dome is suspect. Keyshawn Davis's dome piece is suspect. That's what I say is suspect on Keyshawn Davis. Keyshawn Davis got that. Keyshawn Davis is, man, dog. He definitely got that Adrian Bronner risk going on with him. I believe he doesn't seem. It seems like he's going to have a hard time being consistent. Consistency is going to be a challenge for him. That's what I see. Consistency is going to be a problem for him because he's kind of loose-minded. I mean, from what I see, like, he's going to have to mature. Like, how old is, like, he has to, like, he's going to be a late bloomer as far as his maturity goes. Because how old is he? Like, I don't know, is he 22, 23, something like that? He's a young dude, though. He's young. He's definitely younger than Shakur. So he's got to be around 22, something like that. The way that he acts, I would put him around 18. Like, I would say, like, he's the maturity of like an 18-year-old from what I can see. And he may be 21. So some guys, some guys mature. You mature in different things differently. You know what I mean? Yeah, my dog figured out he could get out this door. Well, I did. Hold on. Self-motivation. Give me 1 second, man. Give me 1 second. I'm going to read that. I got to get this dog from this yapping. He shut up. He heard me say shut up, so he shut up. Hey, Fanon about to hit 100K, which is well overdue. Nah, you see that's overdue, man. Man, I'm cool. You kidding me? I didn't think I'd make 100,000 for another year, 2 years. Man, I'm good. Like, for real. Keep pushing, OG. You keep it the realest in these YouTube streets. Hey, I tried to, bro. Yeah, so Keyshawn Davis, 23. I would say Keyshawn Davis, man. Keyshawn Davis act like he about 18. Much love in that super chat, bro. He's just young, new to the game. Yeah, that's just me. What do I think about Teofimo's maturity level? Teofimo Sr.'s maturity level? Dog, he's a grown man. Based on his antics, nothing. He's a grown man. He's a fully matured man that raised the son into a championship boxer. You cannot do that if you're immature. Teofimo Lopez Sr. is a grown man. Very mature, grown man. Easy money, yeah. I don't mind answering that. He's a grown man. I just don't want to listen to him because he disrespected me. And I never said anything bad about the man at all. Like, I was like, where is this coming from? I mean, for real. I was, yeah, you know what it is. Yeah, I know you're trolling. I just watched a video of saying Tank been having difficulty adjusting to sparring southpaws in his camp. Okay. Anyone? Hey, Rise. Hey, good morning. Hey, what's up? Hey, the Rise podcast said good morning, Fernando in the chat. Shout out to Coach Squeeze and Senior. Yeah. Shout out to Squeeze. Oh, he said, man, that's low. Okay. My man said, hey, no, it's not long overdue, man. Look, man, in fact, bro, it's only overdue because I was in a group. If I had not gone from being just a solo entity to being part of a community and just been solo the whole time, yeah, it probably would have happened a lot earlier. But that was okay because that was not the goal. When I came into YouTube, bro, I really and truly was fed up with the racism, what I considered to be a severe bias against black businesses in boxing. So I thought that's what, hey man, this would be good for there to be a bunch of channels that are focused on the same thing. You know what I mean? And then, that's just not what it was. So I just misgauged what it was. And so I made a correction and went solo. And going solo, boom, I started growing at the same pace I was growing before I did that. So, you know what I mean? So now, man, it's like it wasn't overdue. It went along with the plan. When I wanted to grow, I grew. When I said, okay, because I didn't really care about the number of subscribers. I was more focused on other analytics, like this one. One body said, man, that was low. Always showing love, bro. Thank you, brother. See, that's more important right there. This right here. Much love in that super chat, bro. But when I said, okay, let me grow. So I tried to grow my channel and I grew it. There you go. Joshua, subscribe to Rise Podcast and Fanon's channel if you haven't already done. Smash the like button when you step in. Yes, sir. Smash that like button because you know what it is. Hey, man, can we get the likes over 300 at least? I know there ain't a lot of people in here, man. Not a lot of people in here today. And that was, again, on purpose. Just talk because I wanted to talk about this Jermell fight. I want to talk about Jerron. I want to talk about these other things, but never heard of Avery 81st says, never heard of a southpaw having problems with a southpaw. I mean, I would suspect that southpaws could have problems with southpaw. I would suspect because they're fighting the southpaw. They're used to fighting orthodox fighters, just like orthodox fighters will have problems fighting southpaws. Just Two Box said, I care about the consistent engagement, OG. Yeah, man, that's what it is, man. I love that's, we all do things for different reasons, man. You know what I mean? My goal was never to be the biggest. None of that. I had a different goal. But I'm going to tell you that's really not the goal of a lot of people. And once I realized that's not the goal, like it's not the goal. I mean, you can say that's the goal, but that's obviously not the goal. Okay, let's scrap that. I can't. Okay, my man Fanon, like Snoop Dogg verse said, went solo on the ass. Follow me. I mean, that's what it is. You go solo. You do it yourself. Because honestly, man, it is what it is, bro. We all solo anyway. Same here, OG. I just want to build with the people. Hey, man, look, I want to talk boxing, man. I really do. I love the sport of boxing. It's my favorite sport. It's pretty much the only sport that I watch. I'm learning about it all the time. There's a lot of different aspects to the sport. The business aspect of the sport just happens to be a little bit of my niche because I was in business for a very long time. You know what I mean? When you talk about contracts, I have a background in contracts. Right? Drafting them, negotiating them, the whole nine. Right? And over time, you learn more about boxing. And I'm telling you, a whole bunch of y'all are just lying. A lot of y'all acting like you master, like you know stuff you don't know. Like you understand things you don't understand. And the idea that you think the fact that even any of this stuff is true just tells me that people are taking advantage of your naivete. You know what I mean? They're taking advantage of you being naive. Or better yet, you guys are taking advantage of the fact that people may not necessarily be very formally educated. Like, and I don't like to, I never really, hey, did you see the WBO ordered Fulton Inouye? They did not order Fulton Inouye. They didn't order it. Not unless they did something that changed. They gave Monster Inouye, they upgraded him to the WBO super champion so that he will be the mandatory when he moves up and desires that. Once you understand the business side, or you recognize the narratives being spun, oh my God. And hey, chicken talk, by the way, that's why I'm saying, like, man, that's why I got so down, like, why I always say chicken talk. Because, man, you got those Diggs brothers, and I'm like, man, there you go, God dog. You know what I'm saying? And then like Orlando Pearson. So, like, for example, you cannot say a lot of that stuff to Orlando Pearson. No joke. You can't say it. Like, for example, I'm telling you, this is like a personal example from yesterday, right? I'm talking about jurisdiction, federal jurisdiction, and the different, right? The whole issue about the Terence Crawford lawsuit, right? And Orlando Pearson corrects me on diversity of citizenship. He's like, no, they move it because there isn't diversity of citizenship, right? They move it because they keep it in state if there is not diversity of citizenship. They move it to Fed if there is diversity of citizenship. And there's a difference between the venue and the jurisdiction. So I just was like, hold on, let me stop talking. Let me stop, because you're right. And then number two, I don't know why it would be I literally do not know why it would be in a specific district court. Like, I don't know why it would be in the federal court that resides in that specific federal court, and why it wouldn't move to another one. I just don't know. And the reason why I don't know is because I'm not a federal litigator, right? So I can tell you right off the bat, bro, I'm not a federal litigator. So some of this I can help you with. Some of this stuff I'm not going to be able to help you with. I'm going to have to call somebody or find somebody that knows it, right? It just so happens that we have a constitutional lawyer, a professor of constitutional law and a federal litigator in the chat who's a troll, who be trolling his ASS off. Man, he be trolling his ASS off. But that's my dude. But that's not you. Like, you can't, you hear what I'm saying? Like, dude, he be trolling. He does. That's why I got a wrench, because I know, okay, you trolling. As long as I know you trolling, it's all good. He said the prince of trolls. Yeah. But see, like, that's when you got to stop, right? Like, right there. If I kept going with that, now watch this. If I would have kept going that with Orlando, at a certain point in time, he's going to look at me like, man, this guy is a clown. You know what I'm saying? But hold on. You're right. If you see other people doing that with subjects like this, bro, stop. You do not understand it. You know what I mean? You do not understand it. Do not tell me that, oh, this is what man, if you do not understand it, say you don't understand it. That was that whole thing about the contract with Devin Haney, and Gary Russell Jr. Bro, I read it. I have a copy of it. That was not a term sheet. That was a contract that was executable. Okay? It had signature lines on it. Guess what it did? It literally just meant that Gary Russell Jr. was signed to Devin Haney Promotions. He was trying to get him to sign a one-fight deal with Devin Haney Production. And when he signed that, Devin Haney Promotions could sell that fight to anybody he wanted to sell it to. They could have taken it to HBO and say, hey, man, do you want the fight? Hey, DAZN, do you want the fight? Hey, ESPN, do you want the fight? And Gervonta and Gary Russell Jr. would have had no say-so in it whatsoever. It did not have a venue. It did not. It said 1.5. I think it said $1.5 million. No, bro. And you got literally guys talking about for a whole bunch of YouTube channels that are clueless. And I mean clueless. Clueless. You do not know what you're talking about at all. And that's why I was like, hold on, man. You don't know what you're talking about. And you know you don't know what you're talking about. You have to know you don't know what you're talking about. When you start trying to interpret, contracts, man, shut up. Hold on one second. These guys, I ain't got no money for you. Hold on. Hold on one second. Man, shut up. Sorry about that. So anyway, yeah, it's like you literally don't know what you're talking about. But you out here framing this man for a duck, and you don't even know what you're talking about. Oh, he sent him the contract. Send him the contract. What do you mean send him the contract? Oh, you saw the term. Dude, these dudes didn't even know what a term sheet was. They had no clue what a term sheet was at all. And do you know why I know they didn't know it? They didn't even know what one was. None of them. Because I said, hey, Gary, why don't you just guys get a term sheet? Just a non-binding term sheet where you say, okay, here's where the fight's going to be. Here's the date on the fight. Here's the much money. And you get 4 or 5 terms, whatever, agreed to. And then you can stop all this arguing. You can have the term sheet, but what do? They didn't send Gary Russell Jr. no term sheet. All they did is change the name of their promoter agreement and changed it to term sheet and sent it to him. Dude, that is blatantly dishonest. It's blatantly dishonest. And y'all acting like, oh, well, I read the contract. Man, I don't care. You can barely read. Okay, stop it. You can barely read. So stop. And I mean barely read. I don't mean you cannot read every word there. I mean, literally, you do not know what those things mean. You do not know how they play against each other. You don't know how to take things into consideration that are not on that piece of paper. You don't know if it's me. You just don't know. And there ain't no problem with it, bro. I don't know how to drive a truck. I don't know how to do heart surgery. I don't know how to read an x-ray. But God dog, man, stop acting like, oh, I saw the x-rays. Let me see. Let me look at this. Look, man, he got a problem with this. He got a carotid artery. Look at the x-ray. What? When did you become a cardiologist? I run a business. You run a business? How many people work for that business? Me and my wife. Dog, you got a business. You don't have a company. Stop it. Telling me that I read the financial reports. It's right there. Showtime going out of business. Are you dumb? Like, for real? What is wrong with you? Then when I'm saying, are you dumb? You know you don't understand it. You know you don't understand it. You know you don't. Because I'm reading it and I don't. And bro, trust me, I've got more background in that shit than you do. And I'm reading it and I'm reading it again. I'm reading it and I'm reading it again. I read that article, I swear. I had to go through that article 4 times before I understood it. I had to get like, okay, I don't even understand that. Go back to the top. Okay, but I don't understand. Let me go back to the top. I don't get it. Hold on. I don't understand. Let me look this up. Okay, I don't understand. What is this Q? I can't remember what this is. Okay, yeah, what is that? WebMD doctors. God, dog. You tell him shut up and he barked louder. Hey, no, I ain't Zoo. He had some people in front of the door. I'm like, are you serious? First of all, you trying to tell me that when an article says this, the article, let me tell you about this stupidity, bro, about Showtime going out of business and them going bankrupt. Oh, no, them going out of business. Showtime going out of business. There's not even going to be a Showtime. And boxing is a, what do they call it? Their boxing's a hobby. What the fuck you talking? What? Boxing's a hobby for Showtime? Boxing is a hobby for Showtime? You think that they're putting on boxing all these years and they don't, and it does not connect to their profitability? Are you nuts? You think boxing is not important to Showtime? If boxing was a hobby, they would have got rid of boxing a long time ago. That is not a hobby. They don't have hobbies in businesses. They don't have nice to haves hobbies in businesses. It's not nothing hobby about it. If you're doing it for money. I didn't understand, so I asked someone who works in TVs. I always just defer to the experts. The same people have been saying Showtime, PBC been going out of business since 2016. Chicken talk. Let me tell you what that article said. Let me tell you what it said. In essence, it said that Showtime should cease to exist as a standalone entity because Paramount, right, who owns Showtime, is going to bring its operations into Paramount's operations. And they don't know, right? But they did not talk about the content. They specifically said about that their rate of growth has slowed. They are not bringing on new subscribers at the pace that they were bringing on new subscribers before. So that doesn't justify the costs associated with a standalone entity, which means that you're going to confine your official. Everybody that's not on the screen is operations. Anybody that's in front of the screen, that is not operations, that's content. So they never said in that article, they didn't even imply in that article. And in fact, they implied the exact opposite, that the Showtime brand is not going to go anywhere because Showtime has, I don't know how many subscribers, I always forget the number, but say they got 30 million subscribers. They are not going to drop 30 million subscribers into the ocean. That's stupid. Like, it's stupid. How do you even get that out of what was there? You literally have to. Exactly. Showtime's merging operations apps with Paramount. Operations. And when they say merging apps, those are technical people. That's technical stuff related to the distribution of it. It has nothing to do with the content. Nothing to do with the content. Nothing. And they have live programming on apps like HBO Max. That's what they said. So was there a question about whether or not they were going to keep Steven Espinoza in Showtime? But watch, and I mean this, why would they fire Steven Espinoza when Steven Espinoza has a very low-cost operation? When they look at, I have to believe this. It's the only thing, looking from the outside in, you have to look at that man's operations and say, hold on, man, that dude right there is not spending a lot of money because he's distributing it through pay-per-view, and then he's showing the reruns. So pretty much he has a guarantee that he can earn back, right? Listen to what what Rachel Donaire said, that you earn back, right? So say he gives him $500,000, but then he sells the pay-per-view. They are not going to pay any money off that pay-per-view until they reach their break-even point. Well, guess what that means? That means that they literally did not come off any budget, they did not spend any money to make the content. All they have to do is dedicate an hour or two, an evening a month to show that. That's it. You know the difference between the cost of that and producing something like Shameless, where you have to pay all those actors, you have to pay the producers, you have to pay all of that stuff even before you show an episode. And these guys are putting on content with no cost. But you're going to fire a guy that's got a no-cost operation where you have you have a lot of, like, I don't know, where you have maybe 1.5 million subscribers of your 30 that want to watch boxing specifically because Showtime Championship Boxing is why they got the channel. I would not even have Showtime if it wasn't for that. But y'all act like you know this. And you say something stupid. Like, for real. Like, dude over on Twitter, bro, chicken talk. That dude on Twitter, Rick, this dude said that he was a legal expert on boxing. I said, what? You are a legal expert? Yes, I am asked to testify in court as a legal expert on boxing. No, you are not, bro. Most streamers operate at a loss. This is a new industry and they're figuring it out. Yeah, they're still trying to figure that out. No, you are not, bro. You're an expert you may be an expert on the operations of boxing that is asked to give your expert testimony about that issue. The legal experts are the lawyers and the judge. The legal experts are the judge and the lawyers. Okay? Those are the legal experts. But man, I was like, man, stop, bro. Man, will you stop? Will you just stop? I stopped him mess because now I know he's getting, he didn't get his BLK Prime check. Nah, it's a dude over there on Twitter, Orlando. It's a dude over on Twitter, bro. Man, I swear, bro. Man, I swear. Bobo says Showtime is sitting on top of the sport, and now it is time they should choose to quit boxing. They haven't even hit their peak since HBO left. Look, here's the thing, man. I am not going to claim. Am I? Oh, no. I'm not sure. Because I ain't never heard his voice. I'm not 100%. No, I'm sure it's not that RuPaul. I'm sure those are not. But is he listening? Yeah, he's listening. Oh, yeah, he's listening. All right. I know he's listening now. He in here now. Believe that. I know he in here now. But anyway, man, so look, bro. Man, I love this chat, bro. How I get that title? What do you mean, how did I get that title? You mean the title that I put up? I wrote the title. I asked a question. See, watch this. Errol Spence fights Charlo before Terence Crawford. That's a question. Yeah, he said, he said legal boxing expert. Now look, there are experts. There are legal expert. There are experts on the laws that govern the sport of boxing. Yes. In its God dang it. Hold on 1 second, man. Somebody ring my doorbell. Hold on. Oh, my dog's in the park. All right. Sorry about that. My dogs got out of my house. Yeah. Hyperventilating, Lloyd. What you talking about? I'm hyperventilating now. I'm in better shape, man. I ran down that block. I'm barely out of breath. What's up? What's this? Mills Rob. Messy viewers and subscribers are trying to go between channels, pitting YouTubers or their info opinions together and getting emotional for some reason over their boxers. Oh, yeah, I'm good, man. I had to go run and get my dog, man. My dog got out. But look, bro. Yeah. Feeling good. I had to get down that block. Yeah. I felt good. Ran back. Barely out of breath, man. Feeling good, man. Feeling good. Yeah, my door came open and my dogs went down the block. So my neighbors said, your dogs are out. My dog is huge. So they were like, can you get this big ass dog back in this house? But I trained my dog to come back in the house when he gets out. Like I can call him now and he'll come. Because I listened to a dog trainer taught me how to do that. Every time he comes back in that house, I give him a reward. Every time. If he runs out and I say, come here. As soon as he comes here, man, I give him a couple treats. Good boy. Good job coming back. You know what I mean? Said, oh, dang, here we go with that again. Hey, look, man, who cares? Keep doing it. So what, bro? They can do it. I don't care. You can try to pit people against each other and this and that, but here's the thing. There's nothing wrong with it. And I'm going to tell you why I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Because, look, some of y'all be on some BS. Some of y'all be on some BS. Period. And if you think I'm on some, put it out there. You don't have to say their name, but I'm telling you, I be bashing people's arguments all the time. I know I'm doing it. Like I said, I'm not going to mention anybody's name, but I will shred your argument. That's fun for me. Just like my ex-girl, got to give a treat. Yeah, got to give him a treat, bro. Hey, man, it works. No joke. No joke. It works, bro. Fanon, who's winning the fight and why? What fight? I don't know what fight you're talking about. JT, what fight are you talking about? Antoine DeGratte said, hey, good morning, Fanon. Happy holidays to you and your family. Peace and blessings to all in the chat. What's the lesson plan for this boxing today? Oh, well, the lesson plan is, look, bro, we some hardcore boxing fans because we talking boxing basically early in the morning, right before Christmas. So y'all support us if you at this chat today, for sure. And it's also another lesson is, hey, man, stay within. I did like 4 and 5 hour live streams the last couple of days. I cannot do that today. But yeah, man, I don't have a problem, bro. Come on, give me a dumb argument. I will definitely have fun with it. And I will admit if I'm wrong. Hey, dude, if I take an L, I'll take an L. I'm just not taking an L from some of these dudes. Trust, I'm not taking no L from these dudes because these dudes are not consistent. They want to, they don't want to be, bro, start from the position of being correct. I start from the position of being correct. Unless you're talking about who's going to win a fight, because we don't know. Now, if what you meant was who is going to win the fight between Errol, Spence, and Terence Crawford, neither one, because Terence isn't going to fight. Terence is not going to fight. So I'm not going to make a prediction on a video on a fight he's not making. No. I'm not going to give him an imaginary win on my channel or out of my mouth. No, you're not going to fight him. Who do I think is going to win? Not Bud, because Bud won't fight. To me, you just changing the subject. You want to talk about, you might as well be asking who's going to win between Muhammad Ali and Tyson Fury. The answer is neither one, because they're not going to fight. What do I think about Fulton in a way? Bring it on. Bring it on. And give Nonito Donaire a shot at that WBC belt. So he can get down to let him get down there to 115, get that belt. Fanada, are you taking the weekend off? The Haneys probably want to know. No, I'm not. What? Bro, let me tell you something, man. I can't get into what my beliefs are. But I need to be constructive and productive. I don't think so. Orlando, I think that was canceled. Fresh out. Fresh, what do you say? I think that was canceled. Fresh out law school, federal lawyers. Man, oh, yeah, it's between y'all. I have no clue. I have no clue. I do not want to see Spence fight Charlo. I do. I just don't think that they will give it their all because of the friendship. What do you think, Fanon? I think Errol Spence Jr. will try to kill him in the ring. I think Errol will try to hurt that dude in the ring. I don't think Errol cares. I don't think his mind works like that. I think he'll go and try to get him. I think Jermell Charlo gets in that ring. Jermell Charlo's going to try to get him. And if Jermell Charlo's half fighting in good, well, it's not good because you're going to get beat up. I want to see that fight, bro. I want to see that fight. Or I want to see Jerron Ennis again. I'm going to tell you what I want. I want Terence Crawford to fight Jerron Ennis. Fight Jerron Ennis. Whoever, if Jerron Ennis beats Terence Crawford, then Errol Spence fight Jerron Ennis. There you go, 1-2. And whoever wins that, go fight Charlo. That's what I want to see. Now, notice what I didn't say. I didn't say if Terence Crawford beats Jerron, and I'm going to tell you why. Because I don't think he will. However, if he does beat Jerron, then Errol Spence Jr. fight's it's still not going to happen. So Errol go fight Jermell. That's it. The best scenario to get good fights is Terence fight Jerron, because bro, you can't get out of it because that man can stay in that weight class. And if he's calling you out and you finding ways not to fight him, bro, you're a double duck. You're a double duck. You're duck times 2. And I want to hear what the excuses are for why he doesn't have to fight him. That's what I want to know. Why can't he fight him? Let me know. Why can't he fight him? Well, if he becomes my mandatory, I'll fight him because, unified duck. Thank you, Mr. Pearson. Unified duck. Unified duck. What about Spencer Fearon? Did he retire? I don't know. I don't know if Spencer Fearon retired or not. No clue. I thought he was a unified duck. No, he's not a unified duck. It's a unified duck, right? Not a double duck. Crawford and Boots is bigger than people think. It's a big fight. It's bigger. Hey, since David Avenetian and Terence Crawford did 5 million pay-per-views, according to pr.bs.com, hey, man, it'll do at least 20 million pay-per-views. According to pr.bs.com, it'll do 20 million pay-per-views. So make it happen. You know what I'm saying? Since you got people just burning money, you might as well give Bud 50 million, give Jerron 30 million, and sell 5 zillion pay-per-views. Since being reasonable does not matter out here, and since you just saying whatever, okay, since it's true, go ahead and do that. I'll buy it for sure. And guess what? I won't even pay $40. I'm willing to pay $42. I would pay for, you can even increase the price by $2 and I still buy it. Does anyone really believe BLK Prime gave Duck 10 million? If so, I got a bridge to sell you, bro. Let me tell you something, man. Yeah, they believe it. Yeah, they believe it. And you know why they believe it? Because they have to believe it. They don't have no choice but to believe it. Yeah, they believe it because they don't have any choice but to believe it. You have to believe it. You have to. Yeah, no, they have to. No, let me tell you, do they have to? There are certain things that you have to believe, bro. When you walk outside, you got to believe there's air out there. You have to. You got to believe it. Gotta. You know what I'm saying? You got to believe there's air out there. Have to. They have to believe, Bud, because they're getting paid for it. They have to believe it. It's in their contract, bro. They have to believe it. It's in their contract. You must believe. It's an NBC. It's a new clause. He said, yeah, I got to believe in gravity, but $10 million for a fight. They knew no one's going to order, even at 40. They believe it, man. I'm telling you, they believe it. Bro, Orlando, look, man. Do you know, let's use the real one, okay? There are literally non-black people that think that all black people are stupid. Right? They believe that they are ordained by God. And all of them are better than all people that were Negro. So when they see a big ass pyramid, watch, they see a big old pyramid, right? Now, I'm not good at math, but there's something called the Pythagorean theorem that has something to do with triangles, right? Now they can see that this was created way before Pythagoras, right? Way before Pythagoras. And it's in Southern Africa too, by the way. I'm talking about the ones in Southern Africa. Now, south of that, or Central Africa, or whatever. Back down, right? But so guess what they'll do? They will say, okay, we obviously did not do this. But we know these dumb darkies didn't do this. So what? How did it happen? Oh, aliens. Aliens. They will sell blue-eyed aliens is what it was, right? And they believe it. Also, do you know why they originally thought that everybody was abnormal, aboriginal people? It's because some idiot who was a scientist had said, well, you know that white is the original color. Why? Because your bones are white. Since your bones are white, that means the first skin was white. And they believe it. Why? Because they have to believe it. Because it bumps so hard against their other beliefs that it literally would shatter all of their beliefs if they took that away. Scientists. You see what I'm saying? So they are dead set on believing that Errol Spence Jr. is ducking Terence Crawford. So to get the fact that Terence Crawford ducked this man for taking less money, they can't believe that. They have to believe that Terence Crawford is getting more money for Avancian than he would have got for Errol, because we know fully well that this man would never duck Errol, and Errol's really the one ducking him. But if he turns down that fight for a lot less money, and it don't matter if it doesn't even matter if it's on BLK Prime, the state of Nevada puts out, or somebody or actually somebody from the media says it was $2 million and $400,000, and that's not chump change, right? So what do? They will use the words of Bob Arum, who said, all Bob Arum said was that David Avenesian got paid and it wasn't chump change. Dude, $400,000 is not chump change. Most fighters that fight for Bob Arum do not make $500,000 in a fight. Bob Arum would not pay David Avenesian $400,000. He would not pay him $400,000, bro. No, not David Avenesian, no. Kamal Eyes in the bill said Boots will do to Bud what Tommy Hearns did to Martin. Lump him up. No, I don't think he can beat him, bro. I don't believe that. I believe that. I don't believe that Terence Crawford can beat Jermell. I don't see that. I'm not extra technical, though. I will tell you that. I'm not going to argue about your foot positioning with you. I'm just talking purely off what I see. Naked read. You know what I mean? Like, I just see it. I don't see that. Salute for 9 in the chat. Always informative and good boxing conversations. Shout out to everyone who hit that like button. Yeah, man, hit that like button, man. And much love in that super chat, man. Can we get the likes over 300, man? We do got 400 in the building on this Christmas weekend, right before the end of it. You know what I mean? All good stuff. Hey, said this this person whose brain is not capable of overstanding. Duck too slow for Boots. Yeah, I know. I'm telling you, he's too small too. And he's definitely going to get walloped. He's definitely going to get hit. And that boy can crack. So we'll see, but we won't see because Bud won't fight him. We'll see, but we won't see. He said, typo, this is a person whose brain cannot appease the reality of thought processing. I'm going to tell you right now, bro. I'm sick of hearing about how much Bud got paid. Yeah, that's because I'm sick of people lying about it. But I got you on that. Hey, man. Hey, Reggie Bud versus Trey Songz on the Triller app. What you beating up on Trey Songz for, man? But anyway, that's you. No biggie. But anyway, man, back to it. So I would prefer that. That's much love in that super chat, brother. Thank you so much for your support, bro. It means a ton. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, also, I do have to thank people yesterday for these cash apps from yesterday. So let me do that after I get my guy, Mr. Cedric Warren said, why ESPN Power Per Pound don't have Charlo on it? Because that would skew up their formula. My opinion on that, and let me read the great question. Much love in that super chat, brother. Thank you. And also from the super chats from yesterday, let me do this real quick. Jonathan, Mr. Collins, knockout. Oh, that's knockout. Oh no, no. That I did that to you. That was to him. Justin in the building said, learning a lot, cannot chat always. Thank you, brother, for that super chat. Thank you, brother, for that super chat. My man Phil Sloan in the building said, barbecue duck Bud with a $2 holler. Thank you, brother, for that yesterday. I'm sorry I got caught up and didn't get to that. Also, Tammy Smith, big time yesterday. Blown away. Make sure you see that big 5-0. Blown away by Rachel's interview. Can't send in the chat. Hey, thank you for the super chat, though. Thank you. And let me see. Jayhawk said, learning a lot, can't comment in the chat with, always here. Thank you, brother, for that support yesterday, man. Dickerson, yesterday, thank you, said, Errol Spencer stud with that $1 holler. Errol Spencer stud. He is, man. That man can go, bro. And let me see, did I miss anything else? Oh, yes, I did. Well, the Rise Pod. And then I got my man Starborn 007 in the building. Starborn 007 in the building. His last one. Tank making excuses to Ryan. Nah, he ain't making no excuses to Ryan. And then let me go back. I'll make sure I get this. I'm going to read this, and then I'm going to get this super chat. Brothers, thank y'all. This is definitely what keeps the channel going. Thank you very much for your support. Much love in that super chat. Crawford, let me do this, and I'm going to get to that. Why doesn't ESPN have Terence Crawford on their pound for pound list? Here. He doesn't have, they don't have, this is why I think. Because for whatever reason, they always have a certain distribution of things. Right now that they're at their maximum number of black people on that list at one time. I do not know how that comes about, but it is steady and it is consistent. There are between no more, there's either 3 or 4 black fighters on that list at any given time. And there's always 4 or 5 top rank or former top rank fighters on that card. Let me repeat. There's always either 3 or 4 black fighters, no more, no less, at any given time, and that's been the case for years. There's always at least between 4 and 5 at the least top rank or ESPN fighters on the ESPN list at any given time. And in that case, if you put Jermell Charlo on there, you throw their numbers off. That means half of the pound for pound list is black Americans. You have Errol Spence, Terence Crawford, Errol Spence, Terence Crawford, Devin Haney, and Shakur Stevenson. That's 4. If you put Gervonta Davis and Jermell Charlo on that, that is 6. That is well over any number that they're ever going to put on there. And I don't care what y'all say, because it always pans out like that. Also, if you have Errol's, if you take away, if you add on Errol Spence Jr., if you add on Jermell Charlo and Tank Davis, along with Errol Spence Jr., that puts 3 PBC fighters on that list, and they don't do that. Because that's going to take away, because who are you going to take away? Right? Who are you going to take away? You know Canelo's on there. Beterbiev's going to be on, because Beterbiev's an ESPN fighter, right? Look at all the ESPN fighters, or former ones. You have Terence Crawford. You have Tyson Fury. You have Shakur Stevenson. You have Devin Haney. And you have, did I say Beterbiev? You have Tyson Fury. You have Terence Crawford. You have Shakur Stevenson. You have Devin Haney. And you've got Artur Beterbiev. So that's 5 ESPN fighters. Their numbers always stay the same. I don't care who you switch out. They switch up. People say, oh, they're trying to do Terence Crawford dirty. But no, they switched out a top-ranked fighter for a top-ranked fighter. Top-ranked fight, they switched out one. And Inoue too. Yeah, and throw up Inoue. That's 6. Because he's a top-ranked fighter. So it's 6. ESPN has got a bunch of ESPN fighters on their list. Jermell Charlo, if Jermell Charlo was an ESPN fighter, he'd be on that list. If Jermell Charlo was not black, he'd be on that list. Not because of any prejudice against him specifically, but just the general notion that they're not going to have an all-black pound-for-pound list. No way. It's never going to happen. These are the same guys that will tell you that Manny Pacquiao was the number 1 pound-for-pound fighter when Floyd Mayweather Jr. is active. Come on, man. That's easy. That's why I think, or let me put it that way, I know that that's what's going to be the case. The only way that Jermell Charlo is going to get on that list is if Errol Spence Jr. loses. That's it. That's it. You're going to have to take Errol off. Or if that's how, guess what? Because that's how Gervonta got on there for a second. Gervonta didn't lose. Right? Gervonta didn't lose. What happened? Devin Haney won undisputed. So they took off Gervonta and they put on Devin. And they had Jermell at like number 9 or 10. They're never going to put those guys on that list. It's not real. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm saying those lists, man, whatever with those dudes. I'm telling you. Canelo Alvarez done tested positive for steroids, lost, came back and fought an old man. Bro, they literally just elevated Monster Inoue above. Look, they literally kept Terence Crawford the number 1 pound for pound to spike the PBC. He fought a tomato can in his last fight. like tomato can. And they said, well, with his dominant, he stays atop the number 1 with his dominant performance over Abba Sneeze boy. Man, please. So deep in the building. What's going on, brother? How you feeling, man? Shout out to the greatest DJs on YouTube out there at the Parlor of East Wheaton. Shout out there. Always enjoy my Friday nights. Can't wait to hear what y'all spending the night. All right. Cornelius Bennett said Crawford wanted the fight this year. No, he didn't. He didn't want the fight. That's the reason he's taking the David fight. I don't believe it. No. My question is, had Errol taken the hedge fund fight, when was it supposed to have taken place? Dude, that's fantasy. Merry Christmas to you too, brother. Look. Terence Crawford did not want the fight this year because he turned down the fight for this year. If he wanted the fight this year, he would have fought this year because he got offered a fight this year. Didn't he? See? Crawford wanted to fight this year. Okay, he wanted to fight this year. If you mean he wanted to fight, okay, hold on. You're right. I'm so sorry. You are 100% right. God dog it, reading is fundamental. I agree. Crawford wanted to fight that this year. That's the reason for taking the David fight. You're right. He wanted to fight David this year. He didn't want to fight Errol, though. So that is true. It may not be what you mean, but it is true. Crawford wanted to fight this year. Yes, he did. Obviously, he did because he fought this year. That's the reason he took the David fight. Yes, he did take the David fight because he wanted to fight this year. Yes. But there was a reason that he didn't take the Errol Spence Jr. fight, which is that he didn't want to fight Errol Spence Jr. See, both of those can be true at the same time. So I owe you an apology, Cornelius Bennett. You are right about that. Crawford wanted to fight this year. He just didn't want to fight Errol this year. And that's why he fought David, right? Because he wanted to fight this year, but he didn't want to fight Errol this year. So he fought somebody else this year named David Avenation. My question is, had Errol taken the hedge fund fight, then was that supposed to take? I have no idea because they didn't accept it. Because it was never offered. My understanding is that he was never offered a fight on a hedge fund. He was presented the idea of somebody buying the fight. And he said, hey, man, we got a guy that wants to buy the fight. That's Terence Crawford informing him of that. That's not them actually offering the fight. So I don't believe that he was offered any money. Terence Crawford, I don't think that, from what I heard, I didn't hear anything about them making a proposal to Terence Errol Spence Jr. to say, let's fight on this date. Let's do this. And they go, I don't even know if they did that. And yeah, in the hedge fund, I don't even believe it, bro. Like, I mean, it's like, dog, seriously, man, I don't believe that. Like, I don't even believe it. Like, I don't believe that was serious, bro. But anyway, much love in that super chat. Trey said, wrench me up. I've been here for a few years now. Train, you got to get that from my guy, John Bowie, who's not in the chat today. And you got to get, or Terry Schmoot. If they're cool, I'll give you that wrench. Salute to you, my man, out there again. My man in that super, my guy so deep in the building. What's going on, cousin? What's going on, brother? Don't want to call you cousin. What's going on, brother? Bud Fight paid the fight. Reggie Bud paid the fighter that David was supposed to fight. Or somebody paid him. I don't know. Yeah, you got to get it from Schmoot. Said, I got a hedge fund for you too. Man, come on, man. I don't even believe it, bro. Like, why would I believe that? Like, let me put it this way. If I believe that, I got to believe a lot of other stuff I'm not willing to believe, man. If that satisfies my level of belief, dude, I got to believe anything. Do you know what I mean? If you tell me that I got a hedge fund that's going to pay you 20, me 25 and you 25. My first question would be, why are you getting 25? If somebody was going to come up to me, and I don't mean this bad. Say, for example, somebody wanted to pay to see, somebody say, look, man, we're going to pay $5,000 to me and $5,000 to RuPaul. That dude, the guy RuPaul, him. We're going to pay $5,000 to see a debate between Fanon International Boxing and that dude, RuPaul, right? First thing, I would say, no. Why are you paying him? Why is it 5 and 5? No. If it's 5, it's not 5 and 5, bro. Oh, better yet, let's take the numbers down. 500 and 500. No. Because if I'm going to come over there and I got to listen to this dude, I know you're going to pay me. I'll take, if you got $1,000 for it, and I say, yes, nah, bro, you can give me at least $950. You're going to give me $950 because nobody coming to watch King. And I mean it. Ain't nobody coming to watch King. So, no, $950. You give me $950, you give him $50. That's more than me. He don't deserve that. No. Why am I? That's you over. No. I'm the show. Nobody want to hear RuPaul talk. They want to hear, you know what I'm saying? So no, if you got the money for it. Matter of fact, how about this? If you want to pay me $500 and you got $500 and $500, somebody will get $500 of it, half of it, man, call BFTB. So at least we can split. So we at least split the money. So I'll be like, oh, bro, hey, man, hey, I'm going to tell you ahead of time, BFTB, I'm about to throw this debate. I'm about to be like, you right. And then for your thing, give me my $500. That's it. I would do that, but I'm not going to do it for RuPaul. I don't like RuPaul. So now, RuPaul get 50 and I get 950. No. So if somebody said, if I'm Errol and you tell me you got $50 million, bro, you're going to give me 40 of that. You're going to give me 40 of that. And you can give him, he can get 10. He can get 10. But I'm not about to jump off of a payday where I can make 40, right? Where I can get 40. I can see off pay-per-views me getting 40 for this fight. Why would I go over to you for 25 when I think I can get 40? No. If you're going to buy it all outright and take away all my risk, you're going to have to give me 40. You're going to have to give me the top of what I can make. If you're trying to give me a ceiling, bro, that ceiling is going to be way higher than what I estimate my earnings will be. Because if I estimate my earnings, then I'm telling you, I think I can do this. I think I can do this. Starborn, this is all, stop. You just out here trying to save Captain Save a Bud. No, I'm not buying that stuff. Oh, so, hey, watch this. So, so watch this. Terence, hey, guess what I heard, Starborn? Guess what I heard, Starborn? Hey, Jerron Ennis has a hedge fund that will pay Terence Crawford $30 million to fight him. Tell Bud to sign the contract. Like, shut up. You know what I mean? Like, stop. Like, stop. What kind of way out of the way? Dude, as soon as I said that, it sounded stupid. Soon as I said that, I sounded like, oh my God, that sounds like so much garbage. No, bro, you won't believe it, bro. Captain Save a Duck, bro. That's all it is. That's what you playing, bro. Stop it. Stop it. I do not believe some mystery people who was it? Hey, Starborn, give me the name of the people. Give me the name of the 2 hedge funds. 2 of them. Now watch. 2 of them were both willing to pay the same thing. Does that make any sense? Does that, hey, dude, I'm telling you, dude, it's like every time I hear this, there's something else that doesn't make sense that pops up. Like the fact that he said he had 2 hedge funds that were willing to pay 25 apiece. Hold on, you had 2 that were willing to do the same thing? You have 2? Oh, Bud said it himself. That makes it true. That makes it true. Oh, I'm sorry. Debate over. Bud said it. Man, please, bro. Bud said it. Oh, Bud said it himself. Hey, well, that ends all debate right there, bro. That ends all debate. But guess what? Errol said that wasn't enough. Errol said that's not enough money. So there's your answer. That's not enough money. Bud had to come better than that. He didn't come better than that. There's no back end because it's not going to sell. And Errol said that's not enough money. So there you go. End of conversation. Errol said that's not enough money. Hey, let me ask you a question, bro. Do you think Floyd Mayweather Jr., if, say, for example, Manny Pacquiao walked up to Floyd Mayweather Jr. and said, hey, man, I got $25 million for our fight. $25 for me, $25 million for me, $25 million for you in a hedge fund. You think Floyd needs to take that fight too? You think Floyd need to take that fight? No. No. If Canelo, if he called up, if Errol called up Canelo Alvarez and said, hey man, I got $25 million for you, $25 million for me. You think Canelo needs to take that fight? If Errol says I got $25 million for you, $25 million for me, you think Canelo is going to take that? You think Canelo's going to take that? Canelo Alvarez is going to tell Errol, look, brother, you want payday. You want payday. You want payday. I don't work for that. No. The answer is going to be no. You want to take $100 million? You want to give me $25 million for a fight that I'm going to make at least 60 on? No, bud. No. Excuse me. No, Errol. No. Errol, let me tell you what we can do. You can shut up. Errol, you can zip it up. Tell Al to call me. Tell Al to call whoever that dude is. Tell Al to call Eddie Reynoso. And we're going to do 70-30. And I ain't taking nothing less. And I ain't taking nothing less than $45 million. $45 million, 70-30. Errol, sorry, you're not going to finagle me into a 50-50 fight, bro. You're the B-side. You think you got some con game going on here, bro, where you somehow can go find some mystery people to make you the A-side. No. If there's the money on the table for the fight, brother, I'm taking the majority of the money. I don't care who pays it. The percentage don't change. Your worth don't change. If they're willing to pay $100,000, it's my house. I don't care what buyer you find for my house. It's my house. It's my house. Okay? I will give you a finder's fee for selling my house. Hey, man, this guy's going to buy this house. I know you got an offer for $500,000 for your house, but I found somebody that'll give you $300,000 and give me $300,000 for your house. What? No, you just found somebody that's going to give me $600,000 for my house, and I'll give you a finder's fee. Get your ass up out of here. I'm not taking less money so you can make more money. What sense does that make? And y'all want to skip over like that? Don't make no sense. Sean Clark said, facts, Fanon. EJ said the hedge fund was for Bud. He said he was fine with what he was getting. Al said, why put a cap on yourself? They missed that part. Bro, they missed that part because they don't understand that part. Let's do the math. Let's do the math. For the umpteenth time, bro. But y'all got to hit that like button. Much love in that super chat, bro. Hit that like button, man. He said 100. Tried to make it a 50-50 fight. Got slick. Tried to make it a 50-50 fight. It's not 50-50 fight, bro. I don't care I don't care what you talk about. No matter how much you make, you get. How much you find money for, it's not 50-50. You're not getting 50-50. Sorry. And you definitely not getting 50-50 now when you just generated $2 million for your fight. Let's do the math. See, this is why I keep talking about it. Let's do the math. High level, I mean, just napkin math, brother. Like my man, shout out to Angry Man Podcast. Let me do the napkin, back of the napkin math right quick. Right quick. All right, so you get Errol. Say they do 600,000 pay-per-views, which I'm comfortable with. 600 pay-per-views, 600,000 pay-per-views times $80 because that's what they're going to charge you at the least. $80 equals 48 million. And then let's take off the percentages. Let's just not do it because the percentage, you don't even got to do it because it's going to say the same for any amount of money. So we just go with the big number, okay? So that fight generates 48 million in pay-per-view. And then you're going to do a $25 million gate. I'm going to use Eddie Hearn's number for the gate. $25 million gate. Plus 25 million equals 73 million. And I'm going to say that Errol walks away with 70% of that. So we're going to multiply that times 0.7 equals. That's $51 million. That's $51 million. That's $51 million. If he can walk away with 70% of that, that's $51 million. And I know there's a lot of costs and there's other stuff to consider, right? But guess what? It's not going to get anywhere near 25 million. It's not going to get anywhere near 25 million. If you do all of the costs associated with that, it's not going to get anywhere near 21 million. It's not going to get anywhere near 25 million. So you want Errol to potentially take a $26 million pay cut for $25 million up front. No. You think he should do that, Starborn? Bro, you think he should do that? He should do that, right? But watch this. Let's do this. Let's take some money out of that and get around to this. And you say 600,000. Oh, clear. I don't have to do that. That's 73 million. 73 million times point. Rachel Donaire said 0.9 was high. So let's negotiate point. Let's do what Rachel Donaire did and negotiate it down to 0.7. Times point. Hold on. Oh, no, that's 0.93. 0.93. That's 67 million, right? And then say you're going to take what he deserves, which is 80% of that. But say that's 35% times 0.75. That's $50 million. Plus, let's say he walks away. They bought the place out, so he gets the gate. It's a $25 million gate. So we just say it's $25 million gate takeaway. I don't know how much they would buy the place for. Say they buy the place for $5 million. So you're going to get $20 million in the gate plus $20 million. And how much is he going to get at the gate? Say he gets the same 70% of the 20 million off the gate. So 70 million, 25 million. Times point. Oh, I said 20 million. Sorry. 20 million times 0.75 equals got dog another 15 million. So you add 15 million plus 50 million. Actually, 51 million. We're going to round up to 51 million. 51 million from 59.75. And we will say we're something around 66 million. So you're looking now somewhere around 66 million is an attainable sum for Errol Spence Jr. So you want to get rid of you think that this man should, when you say his potential ceiling, let's say that's his ceiling, is $66 million. You want him to go somewhere for 25. Really? You want him to do that, Starborn? Why do you? So no more. Do not keep bringing up this 25 million. He didn't make 25 million. He didn't make 10 million, bro. That man made about 4. I bet you that man made about $4 million, bro. I'll bet you that man made $4 million. For between $4 and $6 million. Somewhere like that. 4 and 6, bro. 4 and 6, bro. But guess what he's got now? He's got a fight that generated in revenue $2 million. You think Errol was going to get $66 million out of a fight that come on, man. I don't care what Bud said. I could care less what Bud said. I could care less. Bud said he accepted all the terms. He said that too, but he didn't. I could care less. He said that he accepted all the terms and he didn't. Didn't he? Didn't he say I agreed to all of their terms? All I need is transparency and approval of expenses. That's all I need. That's what he said. Then he changed it to no, I need it this year. Nah, bro, you're not ready for now. Yeah. Hey, you know what? Yeah, sure. That's what I think. Yeah. I'll tell him to fight in May. Yeah. Fight in May when he can't fight in May. Man, thank you for more of the Devin Haney universe. Terence Crawford now has taken over the Devin Haney universe. Where all logic is thrown out the window to make your fighter look good, bro. Your boy's a duck. He turned down a grip of money, wasted a lot of people's time, bro. And seriously, I'm tired of the subject. I am. But see why you got to keep saying something about it? You got to keep saying about it because y'all keep pitching the same crap. You got to be tireless in the face. The devil never rests. God's children must continue on the march for truth. Because lies are nothing but an absence of the truth. So if you are not constantly speaking the truth, lies will dominate. Because lies are just not the truth. The absence of the truth in what you say. So unless there is somebody out there telling you the truth, or some logical or some reasonable approximation of it, which is called logic, you got to keep doing it. Because you take a breath, they're going to come right back with it. You already ducked somebody, bro. Your boy ducked. Anyway, can't talk to you no more, man. Sorry. Can anyone remember any other fighter getting 10 million or more, then turning around 2 weeks later and trying to get another big fight? Math doesn't work for Terence. It's just logic doesn't work for Terence. If he got it, BLK Prime are a bunch of morons. There's no logic behind that. None. I mean, none. No reason to do it. Reason I said that is because it doesn't make sense for somebody with a legit $50 million to invest. I mean, it just, why would you do it? Why wouldn't you make money with that money? Unless you're literally trying to get the cash into a bank. I thought that money laundering was largely cash based. How does wasting money paying him, unless you're literally giving him a truck of money? Unless you gave him a bag of money. Unless you gave him a bag of money. And somebody's going to watch him deposit $10 million in cash, bro. Anyway, man, whatever, bro. Hey, for now, yeah, I almost kind of don't want to talk about this anymore, man. Y'all killing me, bro. Y'all killing me, man. Let's get back to the fact that I would rather see Jermell Charlo fight Errol. If Errol cannot fight Terence Crawford, I think first of all, it's more likely that we get a Jermell Charlo fight than a Terence Crawford fight at this point. Bro, Starborn, bro, let me tell you this. I'm going to tell you right now, bro. I got to silence you for 5 minutes. I'm trying to politely get off this subject, bro. You do not have a troll license, bro. You don't have a troll license on this channel. Kind of like Bud does not have a promoter's license. You don't have a troll license on this channel, bro. You got to get real for a certain amount of time, bro. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, you're on the troll committee, bro. You're on the troll committee. BLK Prime said 10 million because Duck has a history of huge pay-per-views. Yeah, exactly. A guy that has a history of losing money in fights. You're going to pull out $10 million. And the people that market for you are going to tell people that if you made 10, why not say 12? You are a sellout. You are a sellout, self-hating black man. If you do not, if a number is 10 million, you do not say 12 million. And I'm supposed to believe any number that comes out from that organization. What's up, Slick Skip? Oh, my bad, Starborn. Nah, because you be talking crazy, Starborn. I don't pay attention. I just heard you. You got to put their names in the chat, Starborn. You got to put their names in the chat. I think you're talking to me. What's up in that super chat? I don't. Because you don't put their names in the chat. See, you just put Travis's name in the chat. So I know you're talking to Travis. I think you're talking to me. So I'm talking to you back. Come on, man. There you go. If you put at Travis on it, then I won't get distracted, Starborn. You know I read your comments. Come on, man. Oh, don't do me like that. Don't do that don't do that to me. I don't know I thought you're talking to me. Hey, remember, oh, no. That they did not say that. Watch this. T. Orlando Pearson. I'm going to pay you back for the diversity of citizenship screw up that you busted me on. They said no. They said if he got 10 million. They did not say that. They said if he got 10 million. If I was going to fight him for 10 million, they did not state that as a fact. Hey, Starborn, no worries. I'm just letting you know. I mean, Orlando, I'm telling you, no, they did not say that. They said if he is getting 10 million or something like 10 million. They waffled like a mug on that, bro. They waffled like a mug on that. They were they did not say that is his purse. They didn't say that. I'm telling you, bro. After the fight, I thought they said it was $10 million knockout. If he got 10, they said it early. Or, hey, if you got 10 million. They prefaced it early. They waffled early. I didn't hear what they said after. Oh, man, that's a $10 million knockout. Nah, bro, they waffled on that, bro. But whatever. You see what they're, like I said, they will sell it. Spence will fight anyone, and it may happen, Charlo, but waiting to try to get undisputed at 147. Nah, dude, screw that, bro. Oh, yeah, it must be true. Yeah, yo, exactly, bro. You're right. I see you. God, dog, this dude right here is busting me up. I don't like this. I gotta block you, Orlando, bro. You're better than a lot of these dudes, man. A lot better than a lot of these dudes. Hey, Star. I'm sorry, that's not for me. Yeah, that's why you saying it must be true. Yeah, it must be true, bro. It must be true. Oh, what's the temp that where I am? I don't know what it is. Hold on. It's something like, I don't think it's probably in the 30s. It felt like 30s, but you know, like I said, man, hold on one second. $20 degrees. But see, to me, that's like, to Texas, that's killing them. 20 degrees to me is kind of like, it's not that bad. So yeah, like 20 degrees. It was chillier last night. Tony T, you hear anything about Rashidi Ellis and Boots fight for the near future? Andrade alluded to it in an interview. Nah, he didn't allude to it. He said, that's my guy. So he's riding with, I saw the interview. He didn't allude to a fight being made. He's like, yeah, that's the big fight down the road. Something like that. Like, that's a big fight down the road. Oh, in New Orleans? You in New Orleans? Hey, William Old School, aren't you from New Orleans? Oh, that's what's up. You in New Orleans? I didn't know that. It's 56, like 20 degrees here. And it's supposed to it'll warm up over the course of the next week. Winter chill warning in San Antonio. Man, you gotta have a warning for 20 degrees. Y'all some softies. You bunch of cats are softies, bro. Anyway, man. Charlo Charlo's not gonna. Hey, man, we'll see. I want to see a good fight, man. So I just want to get rid of this idea that we need to be sitting there talking about, that fight happening. It's not going to happen. Come down to 75 down here in Miami. Get some of that Cuban food. Hey, that's what's up. Hey, Slick Skip, I can't be in Miami now. That is a no play. Hey, I got family down there in Miami. Love Miami, man. Love Miami. 65 degrees here in Florida, and I'm ready to barbecue something this afternoon when it hits 70. That's what's up. That's what's up. What is it in Chicago? Somebody's in Chicago. Let me tell you what it is in Chicago. If we got better weather in Chicago, I'm tripping. Oh, yeah, it's -4, bro. It's -4 in Chicago, so yeah. Man, it's cold out there, bro. Hey, man, 55 in New York, man, it is -4 in Chicago. I ain't feeling that. I ain't feeling that, bro. Hey, I prefer this 20 degrees. I ain't gonna lie, though. I prefer this 20 degrees to that goddamn 110 that they slap people with all the time. I'll take that. I'll take that in a minute. I'll take that in a minute. I will take this. I'll take 20 degrees. I'll take 20 degrees over that 110, though. I'm just south Chicago. It's brutal with this wind. Oh my God. It's clown. Let me tell you, hey man, let me tell you a work story. So, man, my customer that I was working for in Chicago, right? Worked for a family. I worked for a business that my family owned in Chicago, but I was living in was I living in Texas at the time? I might have I was living in Missouri at the time, right? But working remotely because there's no reason for me to be there. But this guy got a position and was like, you have to come to Chicago. I want to see you in Chicago. Man, I told that dude no. So I was like, man, brother, it is -15. No. 115 degree, if it's minus 15 degree, do you know what the wind chill is? If the temperature is 4 below, do you know that wind chill is like 20 below? I am not walking outside in 20 degree weather to prove my dedication to you. You are out your mind. I am not playing with nobody's 15 below, because you got to go to the office at 15 below does not mean I got to get on a plane, get out of my house in 5 degrees, sit on an airplane, then get on it and sit and go back to the air. No, I do not. You are absolutely out of your mind. He says, it's -7. It says -4, but if it's -7, oh my God. No, I'm not going outside no -15 degrees. Man, you nuts? Man, please. No way. You don't pay me enough to do that. Because at that, all you got to do is drink some water, you can catch pneumonia. You know what I'm saying? You drink a sip of water, you catch pneumonia. I'm not playing with you. Ain't no goddamn on 20 below this, man. No. He must be, man. I was amazed. Oh, well, he's right. You got to come in. You ain't been, man, let me tell you something. No, he's not right, because screw you. Pay me, fire me for not leaving the house in hazardous weather. Do it. You know what I'm saying? That is hazardous weather, bro. Minus 20 degrees is hazardous weather. I'm not coming out. No, sir. I am not an essential employee. I am not working at a hospital, okay? I am not a policeman, all right? I do not have to do that. You are bugging. You can do, and we have conference calls. You can look me right in my face and say everything. Real time, all over the world. Anyway, that's where my car, what is that? Antarctica's, oh, no, it ain't no Antarctica, bro. He said, yes, Fanon, with 25-mile-an-hour winds, too. Yeah, you guys are nuts. I did it once, though. I did go one time. Check the super chats. I got all the super chats. I didn't see any super chats. We in the Christmas time, bro. I haven't seen super chats in a long time. I'm checking them. Let me go way back. And I appreciate y'all. I ain't complaining, no, bro. Oh, yeah, the last one, I got it. Sean Clark said, facts for nine. EJ said the hedge fund was for Bud. He was fine with the money that he was getting. Yeah, I got that. Absolutely. The hedge fund is for him. And say he made more money. He was happy with how much money he was going to make. You're offering me $25 million, and I was happy with what I was making. That $25 million is because you may not have made $25 million. But that's not on me. That's on you. You want me to take a pay cut so you can make more? No. And cap the ceiling? No. It sounds like a bad deal. Next. I be amazed about this stuff, man. Anyway. So, yeah, man, I checked the super chats, bro, but it is what it is, man. Much love to everybody in the super chat and everybody in the Cash App. I appreciate y'all so much for continuing to support the channel. Shout out to John Bowie, Debbie Booker, all y'all, the usuals out there in the building. Buzz math is worse than new math. I don't know what new math is. To be honest, I don't know what new math is. I don't know what new math is. I know I got my son a math tutor, though, and it helped a lot. So we're about to continue to do that, bro. This is usual for Ohio, though. Yeah, it's cold. You know it is. But 28 people in Chicago, if it's cold at 20 degrees, bro, people in Chicago, man, they ain't tripping to no 20 degrees now. At 30 degrees, like 40 degrees, man, please. People running out there with no shirts on at 40 degrees. I remember running track. I was like, man, we was out running at 40 degrees. Oh, man, that's easy. You know what I mean? As long as there ain't no ice on the ground, you know? He said, you too old for new math. It's like 10 more steps to get to the same answer we got. Man, I used to do math problems and get them right without doing any of the formulas. And I always would get it wrong because I didn't prove it. But I'm like, man, come on, man. I got the answer right. I just kind of guesstimated to it. But they're like, nah, engineers got to be exact. I ain't trying to be no engineer. But whatever. At 40 degrees, we go sun tanning outside. Yeah, 40 degrees is good weather, bro. 40 degrees is nice weather. 40 degrees is way better than 110 at this burning stuff they got in Texas. But honestly, man, I like Texas a lot. I like the people in Texas. Hey, man, Slick Skip in the building. Much love in that super chat, bro. Thank you for that support, man. He says, someone say super chat. Yes, brother. Much love in that super chat, bro. Thank you so much, bro. And T. Orlando say, gotta show your work. Yeah, man, gotta show your work. Man, I don't want to show my work, man. I got it off her. Because if you didn't, you don't show your work, you cheated. Maybe. I remember cheating on Mad Test. I dang sure did. But it is what it is, bro. I wish I could. Man, anyway, I ain't going to talk about that, man. What I wish I could go back and do in the past. Y'all noobs don't run track. Yeah, we do. Kidding me? You got killers in track, bro. Yeah, I be running track. Murky out. No, I was okay. I was good enough to know I was not world class. I know I'm good enough to know I'm faster than most. Not faster than all. You know? They said, Bud ain't showing his work. Nah, man. Exactly, man. Y'all out here lying, bro. Hey, man, Jordan Walker said, I'm from Louisiana and 40 is cold. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. To y'all. To me, no way. No. No. That is not cold weather. Voice of God said, but as soon as Bud say 50 million, his fans assume that splitting that would be beneficial to Errol. It's the biggest fight in boxing, and no one will be shocked if it does a million buys. Yeah, dog. Look, man, at a million buys, dude, I'm doing, look, at a million buys, which honestly it should do. If everything is right in the world, bro, that should do a million, man. It absolutely positively should do a million pay-per-views, man. Like, I say 600,000 because, you know, I just want to say, okay, let's go for something we know we're going to get 600,000. But if Canelo and Gennady Golovkin can do a million, why can't Terence and Errol do a million? It's every bit as big a fight. It's every bit as big a fight. You're bringing in the Mexican fan base. You're bringing in the black fan base. You're bringing in everybody. You're bringing in the UFC fan base. That's what I'm saying. Nah, man. Let's get the Terence Crawford fight with Jaron Ennis. Let's talk about, and let's be the Council of Boxing. Let's do the Council of Boxing, bro. Okay? I present to the Council of Boxing fans this for your consideration, bro. Let's get rid of Terence Crawford. He's too much drama. Great fighter, too much drama. Okay? Great fighter, way too much drama, and honestly, a wasted resource. Because he's never going to allow us to maximize our investment in him. Not going to happen. Because he's now playing a game with us where he is clearly looking for the least risk. I don't know why I can't do a million pay-per-views. Why not? There'll be a million people worth buying it. There may be 3 million people or 4 million people that steal it. But that doesn't mean it can't happen. People were stealing pay-per-views when Floyd Mayweather Jr. did 3 million pay-per-views. There are a lot of people that don't want to steal, that don't feel it necessary to steal pay-per-views. If Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury can do 800,000 pay-per-views a year ago, 2 years ago, why can't this do 200,000 more? I think it can do it. However, I'm not going to predict it'll do it because I don't want to argue with people. You know what I'm saying? I just don't want to argue with people. So I don't get into, I'm not going to get into that. I'll just say, for the sake of it, I'm just going to do the number. But anyway, back to the Boxing Council. My position is this. Get rid of Bud, bring in Terence. Get rid of Bud, bring in Boots. Get rid of Bud, bring in Boots. Have Terence Crawford fight Boots. Boots is going to beat Terence Crawford. If Boots beats Terence Crawford and Errol Spence Jr. stays at that weight class. He fights Keith Thurman. We get a good fight out of Keith Thurman. We get a fight out of Keith Thurman. You won't fight Ennis. Look, Starborn, I know your boy's going to duck Ennis. Why would we fight Ennis? Because he's the third best fighter in boxing. That's why. He's the third best fighter in the division. And Bud won't fight the first best. God dog, man. Does he have to do anything? Like, for real, bro. That's why I'm like, nah, if I could get rid of it, just get rid of it. Because you don't even want it. I mean, you even got his fans be like, why would we fight Boots? You'd fight Boots because Boots is at least the third best welterweight. God dog, do you want him to fight anybody? Bro, do you want him to fight anybody? Anybody? You think Errol got to take a $50 million pay cut and fight on some Instagram channel to get the fight done? And then if he won't fight him, oh, well, why would we fight Boots? Man, that's why I just get rid of him. Bro, get rid of his fans too. Get rid of him, get rid of his fans. Because y'all don't want to fight nobody. If you won't fight Errol because the money ain't right with Errol, and you're okay with him fighting David Avanesian, but why would you fight Boots? Man, come on, man. Bro, come on, man. You're okay with him fighting David Avanesian, but then you ask, why would we fight Boots? My goodness gracious, man. Man, seriously, man. God, dog. Why would we fight Boots? You just fought David Avanesian. Shouldn't you ask, why should you fight David Avanesian? Shouldn't the question be, why should I fight David Avanesian? Why would we fight the number 2 guy, but you're okay with him fighting the number 6 guy? Why would we fight the number 1 guy when we can fight the number 23 guy? Man, bro, seriously, man. Y'all make it so hard to be any sort of kind of fan of that guy. Bro, come on. But anyway, back to the let's get rid of Bud. Okay? His fans. And I mean it, like, stop. Like, I like Canelo. Can Canelo retire? Canelo cannot retire from the sport fast enough for me. What's love in that super chat? No Cable TV said, you speaking all facts, OG. Yes, thank you, brother. And my man, Keys215 said, call him Crawfish. Crawfish versus Big Fish. Spence is still the biggest fight. Bud needs to take the money, get a new eye after the fight and retire. Nah, bro, that dude needs to kick rocks, bro. And fight. I don't even want to. Seriously, man. Boots. Fight Boots. If you got some reason why he can't fight Boots, but you can find a reason for Errol to fight Boots, nah, that's Errol's problem. We get David Avanesian. Errol got to fight Jerron. Yeah, that's what we want. We want to see Errol. Like, Errol got to prove it. As if getting 3 belts isn't enough proof. No. We ain't going to fight Ennis now. No, not Ennis. Oh, that's Errol. Errol got to fight Ennis. Errol got to fight Ennis. Hey, man, guess what? Tommy Hearns just got reincarnated. He's alive, excuse me. But Sugar Ray Robinson just got reincarnated. He shows up to the welterweight division. He's number 1 with the WBO. Who do you want to see? Hey, I want to see Terence Crawford fight Sugar Ray Robinson. Nah, Errol got to fight him. Nah, man. Bud gonna fight Amir Imam. Amir Imam just, nah, man. Bud fighting Amir Imam. Errol got to fight Sugar Ray Robinson. Because, you know, he ducking Bud. Man, y'all ridiculous, man. Like, for real, y'all ridiculous. Ridiculous. Anyway, back to Slick skipping the building, showing the love, holding down the channel, brother. He said, this just in, Bud fights my grandmama in May. You know it. Exactly, bro. Exactly. Hey, Fanon, I have a super chat, but I didn't see it post. Oh, my bad. What'd you say? Aaron Muhammad, hold on, man. Let me slide back. Hold on 1 second. I'm going to slide back as far as I can get to train Cornelius, Sean, Kamal Oz. Christmas time in the city. Hold on 1 second, man. I'm looking. Yeah, I don't see it, brother. Avery 81st. Unless you did it over an hour ago, unless you did it an hour and a half ago, self-made motivation. I think he was the first one. And Avery 81st. Yeah, bro, I don't see it. I went all the way back. Robin Soto was the first. Yeah, Ray Stovall was that. Lawrence, RBE, Tony Smith, much love in that super chat. Keaton Davis, thank you, brother, for appreciate you. Lord Golden. And I'm pretty sure. Oh, I'm sorry. Trash Talk Gaming in the building. Stone Alone was definitely the first. So nah, brother, it didn't post. My bad, brother. Sorry about that. Jim Jean-Pierre in that super chat, brother. Thank you. So there's a lot of similarities between Bud and Haney fans. No, it's the same people doing this lying. There are a lot of similarities with Bud and Haney fans. No, they're the same people, bro. There is no similarity. They are the same people. They're so similar that they are identical. And they're not even identical. They're the same people. They are the same people. No, you didn't miss it. Okay, thank you, brother. Yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't see it, bro. Man, you're not fighting Charlo, bro. Stop. You're the only people daring to fight Charlo. Dude, you're not fighting Charlo. You said if you weren't going to fight Errol, you were going to fight Charlo. Did you fight Charlo? No. Do you have plans to fight Charlo? No. Are you going up to 154 pounds? No. The person that is daring to fight Charlo is Tim Tszyu. Tim Tszyu is the only one daring to fight Charlo. And that is it. Stop telling stories, bro. Aaron Muhammad said, it just didn't post, but it charged. No worries, bro. Put it in the comment section, bro. Write it down, bro. Win for nine, what? Win for nine, what? I'm just telling you. The only one person daring to fight Jermell Charlo is the guy that's fighting him next, which is Tim Tszyu. Fanon, I can buy you a new coffee cup. Can I buy you a no? This is this. Bro, you know how many coffee cups I got? This right here. You talking about this raggedy water cup? Nah, this is like a raggedy t-shirt that I love. The best Nana ever. Let me tell you what this is. Nana is my mother-in-law. And my mother-in-law, this is a cup from my and my mother-in-law is she has like Alzheimer's and dementia. So this is a cup from my mother-in-law that's in the house. So I drink from it shamelessly. There's meanings and love between every cup we got, man. It's the cup of joy, you know? But yeah, that is raggedy, but trust me, I got coffee cup on coffee cup on coffee cup. I appreciate you though. Yeah, that is raggedy. But it's not raggedy because you know what that says right there? It says best Nana ever. Best Nana ever. And that's my mother-in-law. My children's grandmother. LeVar Aiken said, Bud will never fight anybody good. He just like Canelo Alvarez and Haney fans. Let me tell you, bro. Canelo Alvarez, in my opinion, cannot retire fast enough. Hey, man, I'll vote for, if I ever get a vote for the Hall of Fame, I'll vote him. He's for not whole sweet. My grandfather had dementia, and I took care of him. And my mom goes by Nana to my boys. Yep, there you go. So you know what I mean. You know what it is. Yeah, it's tough. Yeah, it's tough. That's where my kids are for an early Christmas. They're there with her. They want Spence to lose. Look, man. Back to the boxing commission that I would have. If I could move the chess pieces based on people's willingness to do things, I would move Bud Crawford into the WBO mandatory spot, where Bud is either going to have to fight Jerron or he's got to drop the belt. Right there. Errol fight Keith Thurman. Because right now, Errol is the big money dude. He's the big money dude. He's the dude with the fan base and all of that good stuff. If he fights Jerron Ennis now, it's not like Jerron Ennis fighting Errol Spence Jr. for undisputed. And I think Jerron Ennis will beat Terence Crawford. So new blood in the sport. You bring up a guy that is now can get, and then give him a fight, right? Get his pay-per-view going, and boom, there you go. You got an exciting fight that everybody wants to see. An exciting fight that everybody wants to see. Train, hold on one second, brother. Let me do something real quick. Somebody said, Fanon, did you see my super chat? I did. And I read your super chat. Hold on one second. This thing is running behind. Hey, man, can we get the likes over 400, man? It'd be great. Hold on, man. All right, hold on one second. Let me see something, Train. Hold on. There you are. Hold on one second. Hold on, brother. All right, you fit the criteria, Train. Yeah, you go. There's your wrench, bro. I'll give you the wrench. John Boy wasn't in the chat today, so I'll add that moderator. Said EJ and Keith to show Bud, don't play with your food. Yeah, dude, just go ahead and get that fight. I want to see that fight anyway. Who's crossing the streets of Black Planet? Jerron Ennis. Pay Jerron Ennis $10 million for the fight. He'll go. I go. Hey, thank you, Terry Schmoot. You were slow on that, Terry. I needed that but I went on ahead. I just checked him. He's good. I see Train all the time. So yeah, brother, you got that wrench, brother. Welcome to the squad. You know Boots beat Errol too, though. I don't know anything. We'll see that when the fight takes place. I don't know that. However, I would love to see it for undisputed. Why let if Jerron can beat Errol, if Jerron beats Errol, I don't want to see him do it for anything less than undisputed. Because then Jerron will beat Errol and then Terence will duck him. And you're not going to get that fight because I already made undisputed and I don't need undisputed. Errol need undisputed. I don't need undisputed. Jerron ain't done with. I'm already in the Hall of Fame. Why I got to fight him? You got to go through all that stuff with Bud. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear it. The only way Terence Crawford is going to fight those dudes if it's mandated. The only guy that has an ability to get a fight mandated is Jerron Ennis. That's it. Terence, they can't mandate Errol to fight him. They can't. Number one, because he's a 3-belt champion. And number two, that doesn't work for the money. Because say what you want to say, at least with Terence Crawford and Jerron Ennis, Terence Crawford does deserve the lion's share of the money. So there you go. BLK Prime said they looking for fights, but here's the problem. They don't pick the fight for Bud. Bud picks the fights. According to Adrian Broner. Hey, man, Tran, no worries, brother. You know what it is. We got that one. We got a stalker. I got stalkers. So I got to make sure you're not a stalker. You know what I mean? It's a bit, it's the bad side of being a good-looking dude. God dang, man. Big time, bro. Linwood Hall holding it down huge, bro. Much love in that super chat. Said, hey, happy holidays, homie. 715 DMV Simplify. Shout out to the military. Shout out to the Marines. Much love in that super chat. And that's something else. That's another reason I like BFTB. He's a veteran. He's a combat veteran. I ain't got nothing. Hey, bro, if you can say don't disrespect, if you can't disrespect boxers for risking their lives, bro, you better keep dudes like BFTB and Linwood Hall and these type of cats. You got to keep their names completely out your mouth. You get me? If you say you should never disrespect a boxer because boxers risk their lives, do you know how much dudes like Linwood Hall, if you're a combat veteran, even if you're in the military at all, because you know you are risking your life by joining it. There is no military person that is not risking their life by signing that paperwork. So do not tell me that you can disrespect guys that are combat veterans, but you can't say nothing bad about a boxer. Because they're risking their lives in the ring. Bro, they ain't risking taking bullets in the ring. They ain't risking it that much. Right? So shout out to the military. And I'll say that even if I disagree with any military deployment, always pay respect to the military, to people in the military. Always will, bro. Always, always, always will. Hey, someone say money. Yeah, I said money. Money. Hey, brother, thank you, bro. Much love in that chat, brother. Thank you for holding down the chat, Slick Skip. Linwood Hall, thank you for holding down the chat. It means a ton, bro. Thank you so much, man. Thank you, bro. Because you know I had to donate. I donated the super chats yesterday to Rise Podcast. And let me tell you why I did it. Because I got a Christmas present, brother. I got a Christmas present of some, what do you call it? What's it called? God, dog, it's McLennan 18-year-old Scotch. You know, 18. It's 18-year-old Scotch. It's really, really very, very good Scotch, right? So I sipped a little Scotch. Every time I do it, I feel guilty because I got to get rid of this weight. You know what I mean? But I said, look, I just got my blood test. My liver is operating properly. My kidneys are proper. All my tests came out good. So I was like, all right, let me sip on a little of this very expensive Scotch that somebody bought me. So I got a little tipsy. And when I get tipsy, I was like, man, these my dudes. So I was like, man, hey, man, how much super chats did we get today, man? I gotta get that to the Rise. I gotta get that to the Rise. I gotta get that to these dudes for that good work that they do. So, and then I woke up this morning thinking, man, God dog, what you do, man? Regretting it like a mug. I had postpartum donation. I'm lying. No, that ain't actually true. But I did want to tell you, brother, thank y'all for supporting the Rise Podcast. Thank you for supporting this channel. Thank you for the guys that actually come out and do that, because I'm telling you, this is really, really what it's about, man. Thank you. Kid the Great said, from my family to yours, Fanon, we wish you a Merry Christmas. Thank you for what you do. Thank you for all that is best to come. Glad to be a part of this family. Great show. Great chat. Blessings. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you, man. It means everything, man. It really does mean everything. And my mama loved Rachel Donaire. My mama watches the show, Rachel, if you still listening. My mama was like, great show again. I couldn't get no work done because I was listening to y'all. Hey, holding it down for the blue. Yes, sir, bro. Let's go and super chat to all y'all. Thank you, brothers, for that support. Let me slide back down. Oh, Slick Skip. Slick, I want to be Slick Skip when I wake up, when I grow up, bro. He said, someone say tipsy. Bro, I was tipsy in the mug, bro. I was tipsy, man. I was tipsy. Like I said, my wife left. My wife left town and went out of town. So I was like, man, look, at least I ain't as bad as I used to be. I used to like leave the house and do stupidity. But if y'all know anything about my history, I have to stay in the house. Like I don't trust myself if I leave the house. Like, no joke. I'm like, nah. Like, you want to go to better for me to be right here. I got all kind of risk. I don't want to get arrested, bro. I feel getting arrested every time I walk out the house. Hey, but again, Slick Skip, brother, thank you for that support, bro. So big, brother. Thank you. Boxing Jaguar 40 in the building. Much love in that super chat, bro. Thank you for that support, bro. It means a lot. Man, it keeps the channel going. Thank you, brother, for the tip of the hat, bro. And somebody else supported in the Cash App again. Aisha in the building said, Merry Christmas. Thank you, sister. I appreciate your support more than you know. Thank y'all, brother. Thank you, sister. I appreciate you. Thank you, man. Thank you. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Hey, Kid the Great said, someone say blue. Blue love. Much love to that blue. Ain't no joke. Thank you to all the blues, bro. They come here and regularly, bro. Don't forget Rachel Donaire comment above. Excuse me. What did she say? Hey, said for using YouTube like a strip club, making it rain. Hey, man, nice. Hey, Rachel, I'm telling you, watch this. Rachel, put Nonito Donaire on a live stream. I'm telling you, man, people support you. No joke. You should. This is not rain. There's real. Now, don't get me wrong. Now, this is rain, and I appreciate the love, but bro, sometimes, sister. Sorry, I'm gonna call you a man. Nah, they will make it rain on you. Absolutely. They will like it ain't rain. Trust me. This is a nice. It ain't a storm. They will storm on every blue moon. They'll storm on you. Put Nonito on a live stream around people that support boxing. These are the people that buy pay-per-views. Let me introduce you to these people. These are the people that buy pay-per-views. They buy the pay-per-view. Like this dude who just dropped another bill. He said, someone say strip club. Much love in that super chat, man. Hey, man, say what? Keep that blue going. You know what it is. That blue is a killer, too. Hey, man, Slick Skip, like so you see. These are the people that will actually buy pay-per-views. This is the pay-per-view crowd. He said, yeah, Donito said he'll start doing more 100. Yeah, he should. Man, Donito should definitely do them. Show up on the channels, make sure it's, what it is. Do you, though. Do you. And you. Nonito ain't got to do them. You do them. You do them. I'm telling you, that's how you create a stir. I'm telling you will create a stir. A stir. No joke. Create a stir. I'll tell you, man, you go over to, I'll give you inside. I'll give you the inside scoop. Go on these live streams. Go on Trill Boxing. Go on Trill Boxing. People don't think I like Trill Boxing is real. Go on Trill Boxing. Go on Boxing Ego. I don't think some certain channels gonna want you on there. That's tough. But yeah, go on those channels, man. Go on them. Absolutely. You guys show people, go show you a lot of love. BFTB will show you a lot of love. A lot of love. There's a lot of really good channels, really good network of people that support and that will make noise about what's going on with Nonito Donaire. Without a doubt. Without a doubt. Like Caleb Plant. Most of these people are people that will make noise about Caleb Plant. You know what I mean? Absolutely. Hey, Key215 said, say what? Keep that blue stream going. Yes, sir. Much love. She wasn't around for the Super Chat Wars. I missed those days. Oh, yeah, there'll be more Super Chat Wars. Those happen irregularly. Mr. Already said that was player what you did for Rise like that. Yeah, man, I was like, hey, come on, you know that. I owe him money. I've been owed him. I owe YSM too. My thing is with YSM, I can't speak on YSM. I owe YSM Sport Media too. I owe it to them. Like I'm very, very serious. I owe it to them. Because if they do a video and I do a video on their video, I owe it to them. Really, I'm just giving them their royalties. I have to do that with Rise Podcast. I have to. No joke. Because if I do a Gervonta Davis video based on something Gervonta Davis said or Coach Calvin said, that's Coach Calvin's channel. So if I use him to support me, right, in my channel and what we do, it's only right to support him. You know what I mean? So, yeah, the only problem is the reason I can't, with some channels I just can't go on. Hey, bud, Fanon got my pay-per-view money with my broke ass. Oh, yeah, he ain't getting no money. Yeah. Oh, yeah. And they didn't buy that pay-per-view. Once he called them people broke, he lost a whole lot of pay-per-views. That was silly. The number one factor about why, I'm going to tell you right now, no joke. The number one factor behind that dude, one of the number one factors upon people not buying that pay-per-view is when Bud called his critics broke. Now watch this. His critics are guys, right? That, man, that's huge, Slick Skip. Brother, thank you so much for your support, bro. Thank you so much for your support, Slick Skip. Thank you so much, bro. Hey, Bud, got the, because you hit the blue, too. Thank you, Slick Skip. Seriously, bro. I mean, for real. Thank you so much. Fanon, Rachel asked, how did the WBA order Chow to fight Alicia? I don't know how they ordered that. I don't know how they ordered that. I don't know any of the history on that. I don't know the history on that particular thing. Let me go back to Rachel. I got to make sure I read all of Rachel's channel. Fanon, I'm looking into this, but maybe you know the answer. How did WBA mandate Choi to fight Alicia? Because they petitioned them. I remember the petition being made that whoever their promoter was petitioned the WBA, and the WBA ordered the fight. Here, let me see. Choi, no, it's with an I, right? Yeah, Alyssa Bumgarner asked a petition for that fight. I remember Alyssa Bumgarner saying she petitioned the WBA to make that fight. And just like I think that I know that the IBF has petitioned the WBA to make the WBA wanted to petition to become the number one for or Jerron Ennis petition. And I don't think they had to petition at the conference. I think that they just they just petitioned them. That's what I recall. Hey, Bud. Oh, yeah, I got that, brother. Thank you, man. And then my man, I got that. Let me slide back. That's what I think, if I recall correctly, because Alyssa Bumgarner went and asked him. And Alyssa Bumgarner, I do believe, was at that WBA convention, if I recall correctly. What do you say? Fulton versus Monster. You asked me who wins. Divided by or equal order. Well, I don't understand it. Fulton versus Monster. Gary and Tank. Oh, no, sorry. Fulton versus Monster. I don't know. If it's in Japan, give me Monster because they're going to stab that man's gloves and not let his padding it go in there. So it depends on if it's in Japan or not. If it's in the U.S., give me Fulton. If it's in Japan, give me Monster. Based off information that I have now heard, I would say that. Gary. Oh, and Gary Russell Jr. Fulton versus Gary Russell Jr. Gary Russell Jr. Tank versus Shakur. Tank versus Shakur, I don't know, 50-50 fight. Tank versus Devin, I don't know, 50-50 fight. I don't know. I have to be honest with you. I don't know. If Tank touches Shakur, Tank. If Tank touches Devin, Tank. If it goes the distance, 50-50. But Tank is going to touch him. It just depends on their chin for me. Just like Gomez, just like this thing now with Gomez, Hector Garcia. For me, I say, hey, man, Hector Garcia got a chance to win that fight if he doesn't get hit. If he gets hit, good luck, bro. Good luck. Good luck waking up. Depends how quick you can wake up. You know? Regis versus Taylor. Give me same thing as the first fight, except for I think the decision in the U.S. may go to Regis Prograis. Regis versus Devin, Regis. Regis versus Devin Haney. Give me Regis Prograis. I think that pressure is going to bust him. I think that southpaw stance and the pressure is going to bust him because he's going to be able. I think he'll neutralize that jab. And Regis Prograis is a very underrated fighter, and he hits very hard. Okay, and Josh Taylor, that fight with Josh Taylor, I think Josh Taylor is every bit as good as Devin Haney. I think he's as good or right around the level. Let's just say right around the same level. So I know that the Regis Prograis is going to show up. You know what I mean? So I take Regis over Devin Haney, but I wouldn't discount the chance that Devin could beat Regis. But bro, it's going to be a 12 round. He's going to have to outbox that man for 12 rounds and avoid that man putting something on him. So that's why I'm saying I'm lead Regis because Regis is going to catch him at some point in time. And the question is going to be whether or not he can take that heat from Regis. Bud versus Keith and Boots. I'll take Bud Crawford over Keith Thurman in a 12-round decision. Bud versus Boots, give me Boots. EJ versus Virgil, EJ by knockout. Jermell versus Sebastian Fundora, Jermell by knockout. Jermell versus David Benavidez, David Benavidez. Jermall Charlo versus Canelo Alvarez, Jermall Charlo. There you go. That's just, and again, like I said, I am not necessarily said it. Let me say, if it was one project, then I would applaud the WA for doing it. But mysteriously, after it got mandated, Choi was injured 24 hours after. I don't know how you get injured on your flight home. Exactly. You get injured because you don't want that fight. That's how you get injured. Easy. I'm injured. I can't take it. I'm not trying to get that belt up. So no. And they're going to wait around and the WBC is not going to order it. Then they're okay, whatever. Or this is the WBA, though. I think the WBA, I would trust the WBA to make it happen a little bit more. Aaron H. Muhammad said, Fanan, congratulations. Your channel just outsold Canelo Amnesia pay-per-views. Man, what a great show yesterday, brother. Thank you, Aaron Muhammad. That's just, seriously, that's Rachel. That's Rachel. It's easy. How can you not have a great show with that? Much love and love to and Nonito, oh, man, God, I love that. I needed that. I'm telling you, man, I'm telling you, man, I like that. What they were talking about, I like that, man. I like that. I like that conversation a lot. But I really can't have that conversation a lot. Because there's, they used to put people under stuff for those type of conversations. Hey, Soda Black in the building said, Merry Christmas, Cash App Friday, brother. Thank you very much, bro. Oh, the $9. Hey, man, you made that big 9, bro. Thank you for that support, bro. Thank you for that support, bro. Keith stops Bud. I don't know, man. I mean, I think it's a fair fight. Let me put it this way. It's a fair fight. It's a fair fight. Dark Truth said yesterday's show was great. Yeah, I appreciate that, man. You know what, man? I'm going to probably try to, God dog, should I do it? I should do it. But I don't want to do it because Cass don't even want, like she wakes up in the morning. Like at 8 o'clock in the morning. Well, actually, she's in California, so she probably wakes up at 8. Says that was easily a $50 super chat. What are you talking about, man? Oh. Hey, look, man. They don't like it, man. They don't like it. Ray said, no, that was all you for 9. We was just riding with you. And you always have to be on your toes because Nonito is known to grab my phone and jump in. Hey, for sure, that's what's up. Yeah, he's a good dude, man. I like him. Smart guy. And I like how everybody keeps saying that it's not the skill. I just love how we keep hearing that it is not the skill. It's not the skill. You can have somebody that's extremely well skilled and they'll lose because of desire. I love that because people keep acting like that. Like there are not people that are not very, like athleticism is not playing a part of this. And your determination and your game plan doesn't play an equal part with where you put your foot. And that there's not somebody in the corner that doesn't see that and say, look, in this particular fight, we got to be very careful with this. We're going to shrink that stance a little bit with this guy. Let's shrink our stance, chop your feet, right? Because I listened to what you said, Rachel, and I would never debate you on the inside and outs of a boxing match. That's not my strength. And I'll tell you in a minute, that's not my strength. But I do remember Derek James saying very clearly to Frank Martin, chop your feet. Now, if you chop your feet, I know what chopping your feet is going to do. Chopping your feet is going to shrink your stance because you can't. Yeah, I'm quoting you. I listen to you. Look, I learned. You can't, if you chop your feet, that stance is going to come in because you cannot have a very, very wide stance and still chop your feet. You got to get your body weight underneath you more to chop your feet. But that's an instruction that Derek James gave to Frank Martin when he was trying to get on the inside against a rangier fighter in Michelle Rivera. He said, chop your feet. So when he started chopping his feet, he wasn't getting caught as much. And he could pivot more easily because he came with his feet more underneath him. Telling you, man, do not underestimate Derek James. And the fact that he has a trainer that will pay attention to those things, specifically as it applies to Errol Spence. I'm telling you, man, that dude, I believe in that camp. I believe in that camp. Yeah, absolutely. I quoted you. I'll quote you all the time. You're an expert in the field. You're quotable. You're an expert in the field. You are a legitimate expert in the field. So why I have to quote you? My opinion does not stand up with yours. And that's just being truthful. My opinion does not matter as much as yours does. Because I'm not an expert. I'm not an expert at boxing. Now, you could say, well, I'm a taekwondo. Nah, but you are in there working you're in a professional boxer's camp. So that is going to, and if you have you're having conversations with your husband about that, you know what I mean? That's just like, yeah. So now, of course, I'm going to quote you. Derek James is a cheat code that is in that corner, breaks everything down, and that is what he's really great at. I'm telling you, the way that man thinks. He said, chop your feet. And it's funny because you can tell somebody the same instruction and give it to them in a way that will work for them. Hey, man, your stance is too wide. Okay, I'll bring chop your feet. If you chop your feet, like that's what they do. Now watch this. In tennis, that's a tennis instruction. Devin Haney ain't getting no better. Devin Haney is not getting any better. I'll say, yeah, but not a lot of people follow me on the foot positioning, weight positioning, etc. It's rarely shown on TV. Yeah, but there's a lot of, you'll be surprised. Go to a channel called Boxing Gyms. He's very good at that. Talk about it all the time. Talk about fighting in the open stance. Talk about, there's a lot of guys that do. A lot of people do that. A lot of people talk about that and understand that. That's just something that is not, it's not my strength. But I will definitely tell you that is what they instruct in tennis. When you get to a ball, you got to chop your feet, right? Because by chopping your feet, you're getting that little bit of positioning on a ball coming at you. So, and timing, like, ain't nothing more important in tennis than timing. You have to have excellent timing. You have to get to that ball right when that ball is like that. So if you get there too fast and too early, right, the ball will be too low. If you get there too late, the ball may be too high, right? So tennis players have to have exceptional timing with their feet. The whole game is timing. Spinning the ball like a backspin, like recognizing a backspin and getting your body right in a position to hit it at the sweet spot. You see them all the time. Chopping their feet right before they get to the ball. They're like, They'll take little 3-4 little chops, right? You can't waste motion. It's all about not wasting motion, because that ball is coming fast and you got to get back. So you got to get there, you got to get back, and you got to get back into the proper space on the court. And you got to read where to have all of that stuff is very, very important in tennis. And that transition, it's the same idea in boxing, in your footwork in boxing, And so, but here's the thing: some people you ain't gonna do it if you don't have to. You know what I mean? Like, if you can get there, some people just take it here, take it there, take it here, take it there, whatever. If they're playing around, they may not. But if that ball's really jumping, you gotta adjust. Nah, he's not. No, he ain't. Devin Haney. Now, Orlando said, I don't know if you're trolling or not, but he said Haney is going to develop punching power when he moves up in weight. Nah, he ain't. I don't believe it. Not unless he gets on them power pellets. I don't believe it. I saw him loading up, and he still didn't hurt the dude. I'm telling you, timing. It's timing. Try to play tennis. That ball, your timing is crazy. The timing is crazy. It's hard. It's really, really hard in order to get your body right where you need to be. You know what I mean? And the whole open stances, closed stances, and how you position yourself the best in any particular thing, and whether you're being defensive or it's all footwork, bro. Aaron Muhammad said, Fanon, congrats your channel. I got you, brother. My bad. I did that. Aaron Muhammad was still up there, brother. And then my man Stonelo said, the gift that keeps giving. Thank you, bro. Hey, man, I appreciate you, bro. You the gift that keeps giving, brother. Thank you, man. Much love and that support, bro. Thank you, brother. Thank you for that support, man. It really means a grip. But nah, bro, I don't believe it. I just don't think he has it. He just not explosive to me. I don't think he's explosive. That's just what I get. I don't see him I don't think he's explosive. He doesn't seem to be like just naturally explosive. And I think those are the guys that have the power like that. Either you're very big and strong, right? And very just naturally heavy-handed. He's just probably not naturally heavy-handed. And he's not very explosive. Gervonta Davis is very explosive. Now, how do I know that he's explosive? Did you see him sprint up that hill? That's explosive. That's explosive. He goes from 0 to 100 real quick. Boom. He's explosive. Deontay Wilder is explosive. He goes from 0 to 100 real quick. Bip. It's very, very explosive. You know what I mean? Gervonta Davis. Yeah, what do you say? Is that a shh? Nah, I'm telling you, he's explosive, bro. He's explosive. The first time I saw Gervonta, I saw Gervonta fight, but dude, I didn't know who he was when he ran up that hill. I was like, what is this? Dude, he accelerated up a hill. He accelerated up that hill. I was like, who is this? First of all, y'all was in the hood because y'all had the raggediest track. He was on a super raggedy track. So I was like, man, who is this kid? Then I was like, oh, they got cameras around him. Oh, okay, man. Was he is he a cornerback or something? Like, is he a cornerback or something? Because, man, the dude zipped right up the hill and accelerated. Like, I know he didn't accelerate. He didn't decelerate. He didn't decelerate. That dude is explosive. That's an athlete. So you're going to get that. Fanon, I'm digging this OT you've been putting in the last 3 days. Yeah, I'm about to call it a wrap, though, bro. I got to go today. Because, man, no joke. Hey, man, that was hard. But I did my work ahead of time today. I did. I made sure I got up and I did my work. Because, like I said, I felt so guilty last night. Oh, there you subscribe. Hey, y'all make sure y'all hit that subscribe button. Hey, y'all, can y'all hit this? Hey, everybody in the chat right now, we got 339 people in the building. Please, I'm going to stay on for a little, I'm going to stay on longer, but please, everybody that is subscribed to this channel and consistently comes by this channel, please do me a favor. Hit the link, hit this link that Rachel just put in and go subscribe to the channel, please. And then just come in and put a 1 in the chat when you subscribe. And if we can get 100 subscribers today, if we can get 100 people to do that, that will be a success. Put a 1 in the chat when you've gone to that channel and you've hit that subscribe button. Put a 1 in the chat and see if we can get 100 people. That's only 130, y'all, to go to a world-class boxer, a future Hall of Fame boxer's channel, so that when they put out content, you can listen to that content. Put a 1 in the chat after you have subscribed. Hey, no worry, Rachel. Hey, it's all good. It's good. Please hit that link. We're gonna wait a little. I'm gonna wait a little bit. We see y'all hitting that link. Hit that link. Hit that link. Hit that link. Now you always leave when I say. Now you always want to leave when we say you working. You talking about me? Yeah, there you go. If you've subscribed, if you've already subscribed, put that you subscribed. But look, this is the manager of Nonito Donaire, the wife of Nonito Donaire. It's it's right here. It's at the top, but hold on. Put the link back in the chat. Can somebody put that link in the chat again? Can somebody copy and paste and just keep putting the link in there? Hey, Brandon G said, I want my wrench too. You get your wrench, Brandon G. Brandon G wants the wrench. Hold on, Brandon G. All right, so y'all subscribe. Just keep on doing it, man. Hold on, Brandon G. I got to check to see if you RuPaul. I still got to do a RuPaul check on you. Brandon G. I still got to do a RuPaul check on you, bro. All right, you passed the RuPaul check. All right, there you go, bro. There's your wrench, bro. Subscribe. Okay, what's up? All right, cool. Y'all getting it? Click that link, though. And keep doing it. We're going to stay on for a little minute until we see that we can get some good numbers. Hey, those look like some good number ones on that mug. Let's get some more ones, man. Let's get some more ones. Give them a chance. And by subscribing, you just giving the content a chance. By subscribing, you give them the content a chance. And there ain't no need not to give that content a chance. You know what I mean? Mino Rich said, Public Enemy #1, Fetty Fresh hit it. Jesus the Genius said, thanks. Subscribe to Rachel. Looking forward to see some more of that great content from her. Very insightful. Absolutely. Let's get some more ones in the chat and we will read it off as he does it. Carl Horton said, click link in the chat, said not available. Can you do the one right above you, Carl Horton? Do the one right above you. Or Rochelle, will you put it back in the chat? Because her chat, yeah, just put it in. Yeah, somebody, anybody, please hit that like button, man. You're going to try to get them that hundo. I hate that word. Because it's not my word. I'm biting off that. It's kind of catchy, though. 100. Wow, thank you, guys. I'm really speechless. Oh, man, please. Hit the don't be speechless. Tell them to hit the one. 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 All right. So, yeah, we're going to be here. Let me see. So, my man, Lamont Aldridge just hit that one. Zenith 360 just hit that one. Shout out to Black Bravo. Delta hit that one. Ricky Williams hit that one. That's what's up. They said here Carl Horton hit that one. Say got it. It's done. 76 Marks hit that like. Hit that subscribe button. That's what's up. They said not the hundo. Yeah, because I mean it's catchy. Got to give credit where credit is due. That always caught me. I'm like, I got to get it out of my head. Very catchy. Kamal Oz hit that one. Chicken Talk. You got to go to Chicken Talk. Rachel, you got to go to Chicken Talk. You got to go to Chicken Talk. You got to go to Chicken Talk. Hey, we're going to put you out on these Twitter streets. You got to go get on Chicken Talk. This dude right here, Rachel, you got to hook up with this dude right here. You got to hook up with this dude. You have to hook up with this dude right here. Must hit. If you've not know who Chicken Talk is, you got to hook up with Chicken Talk. 100. A hun done. I can say a hun done. All right, I'll say a hun done. I'll say a hun done. Oh, that's what's up. Frank Martin interview today at 2 p.m. Eastern. Yes, sir. Hey, Chicken Talk, hit that link, man. Hit that link so she knows how to get you. Or, yeah, make sure you do that. Go to Chicken Talk on Twitter. Follow. Hey, no. Put your Twitter on there. Put your Twitter in there. Put your Twitter in there. Call it a Benji. What's a Benji? Oh, Benji? Yeah, I mean that Benji. Yeah, I'll do a game, man, with the Benji. Hit it with the double Benji. I like that. Okay, thank you. Because I don't want to steal people's stuff, bro. Because people are around calling people dummies, and I feel insulted. That's my word, man. Come on, man. Hey, Rachel, make sure you hit this right here on Twitter. And make sure you get all the notifications because he has a space called Chicken Talk. And I'm telling you, it's the best thing. It is definitely the best boxing on Twitter that I see. Yeah, just subscribe, but subscribe on YouTube and make sure you go get him on that on Twitter. On Twitter, I'm Knockout Tween. Okay, that's what's up. Make sure I will. Yeah, go to the Twitter and go to the space. And then if you can send him a personal message, because I'm telling you, Steven Espinosa's be on that show. Leonard Ellerby's been on that show. You got Frank Martin on that show. He just got every man, seriously. It is definitely the spot. And we still got people hitting that one, like Avery Jackson. All right, y'all, but I got to bounce up out of here for the good of my rest period. Fanon in boxing, who you got? Oh, who you got? The alphas of the noops? Man, let me tell you something, bro. The only reason I would vote for an alpha to beat a noob in boxing is because y'all are cheaters. Because A5, hold on, these are the Sigmas, right? You talking about the Sigmas? That's the Sigma. The A5 is this. You talking about the Sigmas? Ain't that the Sigmas? If you talking about the Sigmas, I don't know, man. Depends on where the Sigmas are from, bro. Depends on where them Sigmas are from. Sigmas, you hit and miss with Sigmas. You go somewhere like Sigmas turn into Qs. You go somewhere else, Sigmas turn into Alphas. You go somewhere it was the Sigma. Yeah, it's the Sigmas. I'm bad. That's the Sigmas. Honestly, man, I love the Sigmas, bro. Those are my dudes. Those are my dudes, bro, all day. Those are my dudes all day. Sammy said, bet RuPaul added all 10 of his channels. Yeah, he came up with like 10 names this morning, brother. You know that. And hold on, man. I don't want to miss that last super. Thank you, brother. 16 Sammy in the building. and my man, 3 Heads in the building, said EJ will beat Bud majority decision, Coach Derek. I honestly, man, I'm going to say I think it's a unanimous decision. I think it's a unanimous decision because I don't see how you're going to beat him being that inactive. If he fights Errol, he's going to be down 6 rounds to nothing, and you're looking for a one-punch knockout. If you're waiting around for him to do what he did to David Avanesyan, no, bro. I don't buy it, bro. Yeah, he said, because I'm a Sigma. Yeah, Sigmas go, but Sigmas are different places. You know what I mean? That was my experience, but I rock with the Sigmas. No joke. I always rock with the Sigmas. There was always a lot of competition with the Alphas. And Qs, dog, I used to disrespect the Qs so much. Like, man, them Qs hated me because I was the worst on Qs. Because I always would check Qs. I would check Qs in a minute. True story about the Qs before I roll up off of here. This is my thought on the Qs when I was in college, man, because I'm telling you, man, we had a different mentality in New Orleans. Qs always want to act like they were big, bad, rough, and tough because they were big, right? They're big dudes, muscular dudes, right? Always, hey, all of that stuff. But we carry weapons. I was like, bro, I don't care how big you are, bro. I got a stick with a hook on it. If you talk crazy to me, I'm going to bust you all upside the dome with this. Good luck. You know what I'm saying? That was my whole mentality. Like, just telling you, that's why I don't really participate in a lot of alumni stuff. Because I had straight gang mentality, bro. Exactly, bro. Exactly. I had straight gang mentality, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I was more like, look, bro, y'all play, we about to fight. For real. So Qs, they always thought they were rough, and that just bugs me, bro, because I could always fight. And I'm like, bro, I'm not scared of y'all. You can bark and wear shoes, and you can be combat. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? I don't care about none of that, bro. And I'm literally twirling a weapon, bro. I'm literally twirling 2 weapons in my hands. I'm twirling 2 weapons, bro. I'm not worried about you, man. Trust me, because I'm going to drop one. I'm going to drop one and bopping you with the second one. Sigmas were kind of nerdy in comparison with other frats, which made them crazier. Nah. Depends on the college you go to. Some place they're football players, and they're really big dudes. So I'm not like missing at the back of the day, dude. I'm not messing with no big old Q dog, like no big old Sigmas. I'm not messing with them Sigmas. Man, them Sigmas, first of all, they got sticks too. First of all, they got canes too, and they're better with them than we are. So I ain't playing with no Sigmas. I would never play with Sigmas. The Sigmas have sticks. They have sticks. So, brother, that ain't never gonna happen, bro. No chance, no way, no chance. Man, they were better steppers. They were better all of that stuff. I just had to give. I always had to give a lot of props to the Sigmas because they were always the best steppers. Nobody steps better than the Sigmas, bro. Nobody does that cane like the Noops, though. A deadly cane master, bro, is a show in and of himself. Ain't nobody a better stepper than a solo Noop that can really use that cane. Bro, y'all are going to sit there like this. Y'all would look like y'all would stand back stupefied. With like one of them, like some Texas, actually in Texas. Like a Texas Noop that's a cane master, like a cane master. Oh, my God. But just generally speaking, if you for a step show, put my money on the Sigmas every time. Put my money on them Sigmas or them Alphas. Because, the Noobs, we're going to drop a cane. Because we got all that. You just sitting around waiting for somebody to drop one. And inevitably, somebody's going to be a little bit offbeat with that cane. But if you get somebody like the national cane master, and they get out there with that, brother, try to tell me they'll win a step show by themselves. It's magical. The things that they can do with a cane is magical. But anyway, that's all for the Greeks. You know what it is. That's us. Y'all don't want us. It is what it is. I'm literally Greek, so I can call myself a Greek. I got the bloodline and my mama's maiden name to prove it. However, we talking about the black fraternities and sororities when we talking about all of that. But anyway, with that, I got to get up out of here. Much love to everybody in the chat, everybody in the super chat. What's the count, Rachel? How much did you do? I gotta go check her channel real quick though. Let me check to see what happened with these. Oh, she got 15,000. She already had a bunch. So she got about 100 more. I couldn't tell you. She already had 15G. There you go. So I couldn't tell the growth from right there. But hey, throw some more subscribers over there. Go support their channel. Anyway, with that, somebody said pause. Oh, with them sticks. You wrong for that, Orlando. You wrong for that. Anyway, it is what it is. With that, I'm out. He said, never heard anybody say idiot to you for 9. Oh, yeah, I'll call you an idiot in a minute. Said, nah, Alpha Sigmas were never the best steppers where I've been, but your expensive may be different. Yeah, maybe. I'm just telling you where I was. The best, because it's just their formula they used. I haven't been in a step show in a long time, but it was their formula that they used. I mean, it's kind of hard to miss when you don't have to use it. You don't have any props. All you're doing is stomping on beat. You know what I mean? You can do that. It's more basic and it's more formation. It's easier. So you can, because it's more fundamentally sound. But if you got a cane and you're like flipping a cane and catching it and zipping it and doing all that stuff, bro, that's tough. And you clacking canes and flipping, that's hard to do, bro. You know what I mean? Oh, he said, FAMU, Howard, BCU, always Qs or alphas. Yeah, the Sigmas, though, down south will smash y'all, though. Y'all suck. I'm going to tell you. Nah, you got to see real Sigmas go. You see the best Sigmas? The Sigmas are a combination of the alphas and the Qs and the noops. They literally do the best of everything that you do. Just telling you, bro. Like, when they are really, really on, bro, they really, 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 really on. They are really, 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 really on, bro. But anyway, I got to get out of here, man. Holler at y'all. And with that, I'm also going to tell you, yeah, for the noobs, though, we ain't going to win those step shows. We going to win them step hoes. We ain't worried about, hey, bro, we ain't worried about winning no step show. We was worried about stepping out with them. Yeah, you know what it is. You know what we do. You know what we do. Hey, did you say peace? Yes, sir. Peace, bro. You know what we do. Anyway, that's it. Or what they do. I don't do no more. But I'm out. Deuces.